back. Let me. All right, we're live. Oh, I gotta beat Jaron. Oh, I'm not gonna beat him. Oh, I'm not gonna beat him.
Jerry, you've only got seconds. Go. It's a race. Who's going?
It's not letting me. It's not letting me.
Perfect. I don't know if I did that, but that's awesome. Can I change it?
Oh no! I should have just
Subscribers
clicked
only.
it. God.
Save.
No.
Oh, I lost.
No, but I
Justin won. I was trying to switch it to subscribers only. I was
I know
third.
what you were trying to do.
Yeah,
I should have just clicked OK on the thing I was reading.
yeah. I know what happened. And somehow Justin beat both of us.
I don't get it. He's ready with that.
Yeah.
Man.
Over the show, episode 79. Closing in on a hundo, dude. When we hit a hundo, we're doing something special.
Yeah.
We're gonna do Hotsgiving before that, but like we're gonna do something even cooler than Hotsgiving when we hit a hundo. Anyways, they'll be early next year. Episode 79, Over the Show, Tubi, Nick D, live from New York City, the one and only Jarvis Jerry.
Beep boo, bop boo.
Boom. All right, intros are done, and now let's get right into it. And what I was gonna say, Nick, is you, because you are, that episode's gonna kind of be your thing in my opinion. But here's my thing. I think you should come up with like 10 categories.
Okay.
Like best movie of the year, best television show of the year, best anime of the year.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Game, book. I mean, I don't know if I have any books. Well, I'll probably finish this one series by the end of the year.
Well, I'm saying like, you don't got to do it all on your own, but come up with a few. I'll come up with a few. Jerry, you come up with a few.
Exactly.
Then we'll come together and we'll smush those together to make the actual categories of the DelaWeezie's. And then maybe we'll promote it and actually maybe we'll have the fans also vote in. AKA Sadu.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe I'll tell I know Addie's busy tonight. It's him and Jamie's anniversary. Shout out to Addie and Jamie.
But everyone. Simone, BK, Addie.
Well, Simone tunes in for 5 seconds, tunes out. But yeah, we'll tell him. We'll let him know. Beaks.
He loves a good list, though. He loves a good list.
He does love a good list. He does love a good list.
Yeah.
Beaks would totally be in, and he'll definitely be in the chat. I'll tell Rye Guy, because Rye Guy was taking. He also, I know we're all over the place here, ADD, right? He was so juiced that he tuned in last week, and we talked about.
Yeah.
He was like, I was watching. I was like, yeah, that's crazy, dude. That he tuned in like a few seconds before we talked about him, which was crazy. Shout out to them. They got their channel. Like, they're back up and running. Danger's Edge. Shout out to those dudes.
I saw that doing their mountain biking.
That's Ryan. Yeah, that was Ryan. Yeah.
And
actually, this morning they have a deal with they got a sponsorship with an axe throwing thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. And I think they're going to be giving. I don't know if doesn't matter. No one watches this, but I don't know if this is giving anything away. But I think they're going to give away a few axes for when they hit.
All the more reason to go like and subscribe.
I want an axe. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're already subscribed, right, Jerry? So you probably are in the running.
Yeah.
I want higher running.
Okay, well maybe we'll
cross
get
promotion. They'll fly you out and you get to throw the axe. Yeah.
I mean, maybe. I talked to Ryan again about. I was like, dude, I'm serious about trying to throw some knives this summer during the bachelor party. So hopefully we'll make a guest appearance on there.
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
That'd be dope. But anyways, so DelaWeezie's, we'll do that. I'm thinking that's towards the new year, though, Nick D.
Yeah, exactly. We should, because just in case something crazy comes out.
Like first show of the new year, right? Like what would that be?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. I could look that up later, what that would actually be. Well, here we go. It'd be like, well, New Year's Day's on a Monday, so actually it'd be the 2nd, which is 2 for Tubi.
I mean, let's plan on the DelaWeezie's being on
January
1/2/24.
Yeah.
January 2nd.
January 2nd will be the DelaWeezie's. The first official. I might wear a little suit. Just the top though.
And maybe exactly.
Yeah. Should we all do that?
Just a button-up shirt with a tie, but you can't see that I'm just wearing jeans on the bottom of my shoes, you know?
Love it.
That'd be hilarious.
We should do that.
Yeah. That, you know what? I'll save. I have some funny jokes ideas, but we'll see if that.
All right, yeah. Get ready for the DelaWeezie's, folks.
Yeah.
They're in production.
Yeah, DelaWeezie's. That's gonna be dope. I guess that's our beginning of the show convo. Really, let's just jump right into the. We're gonna do games nights to do, so get ready. I was about to say a curse word,
Put on
but
your gamer hat. Yeah.
I think we're under the 10-minute.
Yeah.
Where's
the good boy section?
you?
We already did it. We already did it. You missed it. That's a. So if you join our Patreon, you get a little bit of extra behind the scenes looks at Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess since Sadu seems to be our number one fan, he gets a little. So nobody's here, Sadu. So I guess you're lucky on that. Oh, well, it says 1, 2. Okay, so yeah, nobody's watching, but you, Sadu. So you get to see Oscar. I'm pretty sure, as being the first one to. Yep.
Sneak
Look at that
peek.
little face. Look at those big ears. Those big ears and that
big
tiny
eyes.
face. It's quite the combo.
He's just a little dude.
Man. Yeah. Look at that. Now that's a pup.
The Oscar show.
A pup. Where?
Here's our Pico and Show in the mix tonight. Or are they sleeping? It's a little late over there.
Pico's sleeping. She's behind me.
Classic Pico.
Show's sleeping, but I don't know if she's on her heating pad under the chair or if she's with Karina.
Do you maybe wake up Oscar? He's pissed. No, he's not. He's going outside now. Man, I've never seen someone get so juiced off going outside. He lights up the minute the door gets open. He's like, oh, and then he just runs around smelling everything. I think he's smelling Hunter and Charlie when he starts digging at stuff like where they used to hang out.
Oh,
like over those bushes. Like Hunter used to bury that like stuffed squirrel. It was her favorite toy, which I still have. It's in the garage. But Oscar just goes over there and is like, "What's going on?"
Mixing it up. Yeah.
But I'm a little spooked
because
used
to go here.
I haven't seen the owl, but there's a big ass owl. I'm assuming he's big, but I hear him. I hear him.
Yeah.
And Addie always used to tell me that the park next to his mom's house, Sadu, you know what I'm talking about? There's a bunch of owls there, and he would always be tripping off them, trying to like swoop down and take Bitsy. And right now, little Oscar's about the size of Bitsy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys have both met Nick D. Have you met Bitsy?
Totally,
I think he
gone to
the drive-in.
A couple of times.
Yeah. I was about to say anything, and Nick D would have met him at the drive-in because Addie always brings him.
Yeah.
I would say Oscar right now is about the size of Bitsy. Bigger legs, but like lengthwise.
Teeny tiny.
So I'm just a little. I don't think the owl's really gonna mess with him, but when you take him out there,
let's just be safe.
I walk around. I stand pretty close to him, but then he starts doing a little run. It's so cute because his back legs don't keep up with him, and they kind of like. He's almost drifting Mario Kart style where the legs kind of kick out when he tries to turn. It's very adorable. On the wood floor, he like slips out and like does little like G turns, you know. He's like, yeah, he's hilarious.
Yeah, that's legit. That's awesome.
I don't even know what we were talking about before I got up to get show City the dog.
I think it was just the date of the DelaWeezie's of January.
It was a perfect transition.
DelaWeezie's.
Yeah.
So we got Hotsgiving supposedly as soon as Austin gets his shit together. We got our Christmas, our official Christmas redoing of the list, which we'll do. I've been watching Christmas movies like a mofo. And then we got the DelaWeezie's in the beginning of the year. So we got a lot of cool things coming up here.
Yeah. And a lot more on our Patreon. So join that as well.
How funny would it be if we actually set up a Patreon and just Sadu giving us like $10 a month?
That'd be great.
But then he sets up a Patreon, and we just sign up for his.
Well, no, because then unless the three of us, unless the three of us just use one password, he'd get way more money out of the three of us.
That's true. That's true.
Unless he does it for like, $3 and whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, let's jump into our first topic. What do we got on the docket tonight, Jerry?
So me and my cats, they came out with this cat game. I've been following it for years. Beat it the other night. Stray. You're a cat. A stray cat, as the name implies, and you run around a city full of robots, and it's like, what happened to people? And you kind of got to figure it out. And what these robots are doing.
That's the point of Strays, to figure it out?
Well, no. So the point of Stray is he is a cat. This is the beginning of the game. Up top of the city, outside, enjoying the sunlight, fresh air, bugs and stuff. And then they're all playing and stuff. And then the cat falls down into the city and is trying to get back out. And then there's a little robot that is helping you, and you're helping the robot figure out what happened to people and like its owner, the robot's owner.
How long is the game?
Probably like 13 hours.
That's dope.
Not bad.
Yeah,
it's a puzzler. So it's like you gotta the beginning took a minute to kind of figure out what's going on, what you should be keeping your eye out for, and then it's like, okay, I got it now. Like I know should be looking for this, looking for that. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's cool.
Are there other animals? Are there only robots and cats? And bugs?
There's some creature things that you fight with a light. Chase you and stuff.
Yeah. But no like dogs or...
I want to see more things.
But it was cool. It definitely looks cool. I like the vibe. As we see, that needs to be a soundbite. You know what I'm gonna do, Tubes? I'm gonna find that. I'm gonna find something that's like a soundbite that's like, that's the vibe. And then another one that's like,
be a category. Like,
could have been better with Batman or X-Men. And then, we can play those when Nick says it. But it's very cyberpunky feel to the city, like all this neon and stuff.
For sure.
The cat's got a little backpack, and you can earn badges and pins.
Ooh, that's pretty sick. What does he keep in the backpack? The light thing?
The robot, like the robots here, and I think the light might be that front part.
Okay.
And like the music is cool, and so in the game you can make the cat meow, and the cat makes sounds and stuff. And so Pico and Show were super into it and would like scratch the TV. So I had to start playing with headphones, and so it's like, oh man, the music is super cool. And like,
that's awesome. I wonder if the soundtrack is on Spotify. Yeah,
probably. You know what? Another good soundtrack that you would probably game soundtrack that you would like. That
it is. I'm gonna save it.
Spotify. Where is it? Playlist. I started saving. Game soundtracks. There's some songs from Celeste, but what's it called?
Celeste is amazing.
Katana Zero.
Yeah. Both of those soundtracks are the best. What ones do you like on both?
There's a lot. Pretty much all of Katana Zero was super cool. I don't know.
Rain on Brick is my favorite. Rain on Brick on Katana Zero.
Oh yeah, that's really good. That one I do actually remember. Resurrection stands out for Celeste.
Resurrection that might be my, and then Little Goth. Resurrections and Little Goth.
Yeah, I think Little Goth was another one. Maybe Reflection as well. A few.
Good
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this again, kind of like a synthy soundtrack. So, I don't know.
I know
you guys ever come across this?
I really want to play it. I'm with you. I've wanted to play this since since I saw it.
Yeah, I wish there was a way to. I wonder if there is. Is there like a family plan or not plan, but whatever for PlayStation?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Mm.
think so. And I think they actually just raised. Everyone's pissed because I think they just raised the price of
the yearly thing, whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, again, if you guys come across this, it's definitely a fun game to play. Great music, cool visuals, cool little city run around. You can meow, you can scratch stuff, you can scratch up like carpets, and you can sleep on the robots. Oh man, you get a trophy if you jump on a chess game and spill the chess pieces everywhere. It's pretty cool.
That's classic cat stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh yeah, these are the things you fight. I don't know what they are.
Yeah, little.
They're like
almost like
they remind me of what's Half-Life 2? Those little.
I was gonna say like the brain from Starship Troopers, like the giant maggot.
Yeah.
Remember that giant maggot that like sucks the brain or whatever, and it's stealing our brains and then reading our war plans or whatever, and they NPH shows up at the end or whatever.
And he's like,
kind of look like a miniature version of that almost.
Yeah.
To answer Sadu's question, the puppy was running around, and then he was just sitting here staring at me, but there's like a 2 stair, and he cannot. He's so tiny, he cannot go down the stairs yet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he'll just kind of face slam down him. You know what I mean? He can kind of get up him because he's like stretches up him, but getting down, he doesn't quite understand yet. Yeah, he doesn't quite understand. I was gonna say,
a little ramp.
He'll be give it a few months. That fool, he'll figure it out. He hopped up on the couch the other. I was gonna say the other night. He's only been here 2 days. Maybe last night. He I didn't think he could, and then he did it, and I was like, oh damn. But still, like he's so small. You want to be careful with a little guy. I was gonna say though, something we covered on the past episode, and seeing as we have kind of a blank slate tonight, maybe real quickly, because it's a lot of like dumb shit, Jerry. We could just pull up the Game Awards and just go over who won. Because to be honest, me and Nick, I think, was that a me and Nick, or was that me and you, Jer? Or me and you did the Nintendo. It was me and you, Nick, that did the Game Awards. Okay.
Yeah, I watched you guys do that. Felt like I was there.
I know who won and stuff because I, of course, am a nerd and I looked into it and stuff already.
I saw some things. I didn't look into anything.
It'd be cool only because me and Nick were wrong about almost everything.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Just the stuff I saw. Yeah, I didn't look into most of it.
Well, just Zelda got its butt kicked. Zelda did not take down like I thought it was going to. Mario Wonder.
Spider-Man didn't win a single thing.
I saw that.
I mean, yeah, we could go over it.
Yeah, we should go over it real quick.
Second.
Yeah, we'll go over it in a second before we do the game. Yeah, straight. I mean, that game was highly talked about when it first dropped, but like many video games, a lot of talk when it first came out and then completely died off. 6 months later, no one gave a shit.
Yeah. Things just move so fast these days.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to
Holiday Edition.
Scroll.
Oh yeah.
Canadian Dry Blackberry.
Is that a Costco drop?
It was a Costco drop.
Blackberry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Around the holidays, they always, dude. I left you one, and then your boy. Remember, I left one there, and then I was like, dude, drink that, Nick. You'll enjoy it. And then your homie drank it on you.
Yeah. I kind of remember that now, yeah.
I remember this.
I'm going to Costco this week. I'll get some.
Yeah, it's a case. It's classic greens, a red can, which I think is cranberry, and then the blackberry.
That's like my favorite one.
Dude, they're all bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Stray, just going back. Wow.
What do you give it, Jer?
Off here. That's what I was about to say. For me, definitely S, but like realistically, it was maybe like a B plus or so. Little repetitive by the end. And It would be nice if they gave you like a map. Like it's kind of a pain in the butt going around the city and trying to like figure out where it's like, oh, I remember seeing the restaurant they're talking about, but like to remember how to get there from where I am, it's like I don't know. There was a lot of time I felt I spent just roaming around, like where am I exactly supposed to go? And I didn't for the most of it, except for maybe the last little bit, because it had been a minute since I played. I didn't like look anything up. It was just like, oh, let me figure this out. And there was like one point I did get stuck, and have to look up of like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh wow.
But yeah, it would have been nice. It'd been nice if there's a little map. Would have been cool if there's a little map.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know if I would have wanted more or different animals or this or that, but like I enjoyed it. Again, soundtrack, visually really cool. Cat game that our cats responded to. So seems
Pico
like
and
they
Show's
did
pick of
something
the
right.
week.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely theirs. Pico watched me play the last bit of it. She sat there on the table looking up.
Awesome.
But yeah, I've been waiting for this game for a long time. Long time.
I do. Yeah, like I remember when this thing was like announced or whatever.
Oh, cat's name is Lala, or the cat that played, that wore the
That's a good name.
Tracking.
Rom in Oh, a little hard effects. Hell yeah!
Wanted to see like one.
Oh, was that lightning? Oh, that's like Qzar stuff.
Epilepsy warning.
Yeah, I don't.
Pink Floyd show.
I don't know why it's doing that weird jitter thing, but yeah, I don't. I was honestly trying to figure that out while. Yeah, my bad, Jerry. I'm sorry.
I bet it's a thing where it's like upgrade to nitro and like it'll be smooth at that. You know.
Well, this is actually a part of the new Mac update, and it tells you in the top corner now that I'm streaming on Discord. I clicked a down arrow and I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And it had, I think I've talked about this on here before, how they should add in like camera things, and I could change it to portrait mode, but like it seems to be tweaking out.
Yeah. It's.
So I don't know why. And then I can change it to studio lighting, but it also is freaking out. It would be cool if it worked because it looks cool. It makes everything behind me darker, but for some reason it's just tweaking. So I'll have to work more on that. I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe I need to do it before I start the Discord call, and then it's already in, and then I cut. Yeah.
Discord definitely likes things set up before you're actually using them.
I wanted to see this.
Yeah. Karina put this on. The like coworkers, lab mates, stuff. They were talking about it and they really liked it, so we put it on. It's good, super interesting. The shows he does, man, are just so weird. And so this one is that same type of like awkwardness, but it still works and feels equally awkward, even though this isn't that whole like hidden camera type of thing. It's filmed like it is. Like this angle, it's like, you know, they're not.
It's not a live or not a reality show or whatever.
Yeah,
it's not Emma Stone. I love like Emma Stone.
She's really good in it. So they're like a couple that they do, and I guess with this guy, he's the director. So the three of them are trying to get a show picked up called Flipanthropist, where they go into like lower socioeconomic neighborhoods, buy a house, and then like make the house or eco-sustainable, whatever, and then bring somebody in and then integrate them into the community and blah 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 blah. And so they're trying to get that show made. And yeah, he's still just super awkward. So she's kind of like the host, and he's sort of like the sidekick in the show, but they're married in real life. Yeah, it's weird. It can be uncomfortable, but like it's good. I want to know where it's going.
I'll check that out for sure. I want to watch.
I think there's 10 episodes and there's 5 out now. We watched the 5th one today. It's good. They're all good.
I find him to be. I'd watch the show because I like Emma Stone, but Nathan, like, it's just that show he had. Like, it was great, but it was also just so like.
And so what's interesting
eerie,
is like seeing him
cringe.
Yeah, like and so it's then him like being a normal person, but then I do think there are some moments where she's like, oh, you should go to this like corporate world joke school so you can learn how to be funny on camera. And it's kind of like, oh, that definitely feels like he went to a real improv workshop thing and they like filmed it and he did his normal thing where he was super weird, but it was for just such a brief second. It wasn't like a full thing. It was like literally 10 seconds, whatever. But like just listening to the guy talk about the workshop and blah, 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 it's like, oh, wow, this actually like, I don't know. There's some aspect that still feels like his classic cringe-inducing show. But like it's so interesting. It's so interesting to see him being like normal by that standard.
I have like Patreon comments I'd make, but not on this version of the show that I would say. So just keep that in mind about our Patreon. I might actually tell you my real thoughts on it. That's all I'll say.
Uncut Tubi.
Uncut Tubi on Nathan.
Tubi on.
There's just something about him that like I can't do. Like I thought that his original TV show where he went into the jobs, Nathan For You, right? Yeah, Nathan For You.
Yeah.
It was genius, but at the same time, I absolutely hated it.
Huh? I've never seen it.
Watch the rehearsal?
You never watched Nathan For You?
No, I've only seen the rehearsal.
I mean, the rehearsal is just like a long formatted version of Nathan For You. Okay. I've never watched the rehearsal. Okay. The rehearsal is the one with the family, right? And the kid and the whole weird thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nick, that's just the show, but he goes and like he is just
each episode's a different person or something.
Yeah, and like they have jobs and he kind of goes in there and tries to it's so bizarre, dude.
The only thing I've seen from that is there's one where he's like got the trick gum that like snaps out.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's actually the only I think clip I've seen of that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's genius, but also just like
cringe.
Just such a weird.
I love that. Yeah.
I'd love to know how he is in real life. Like what does he really like to kick it with? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
He's just like Charlie Sheen. He's just fucking wild.
Doing hella coke and blowing hella. Now we're good now. We're good now. We're past 20 minutes. We just can't drop a bunch of them in a row. I was about to follow you up, but then I was like, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want to pull a dangerous edge and get a strike-a-rooney. We're already working one off till March. So that's awesome, Jerry. I've seen some advertisements for that. I definitely would check it out. I will say though, I won't be because I don't have Showtime and I don't have Paramount Plus, and I don't really plan on getting either of those. The Paramount is a bummer only because they have Jackass. That is the television series, not the word YouTube. And a couple other things that Paramount Plus has. Paramount Plus have Twisted Metal?
That's Peacock.
That's Peacock?
That's what I was thinking. Yeah,
I think so.
You said Paramount Plus, and I was thinking Peacock. My bad. I was going to think about Gruber.
They just got a second season, which is I
Nice.
didn't necessarily see that coming, because that what you would assume means it's pretty decent. And like unlike Last of Us, which we heard everyone and their mom talk about Last of Us, and yes, I'm talking about you, BK. Twisted Metal didn't get any coverage really, and in my opinion, I know Last of Us is a more popular game in the last decade, but Twisted Metal is like an iconic Sony property that like, I mean, I had the original game for my PS1, and I was into that game when it came out.
For sure, that game was dope.
It was like
a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just like Mario Kart Battle, but to the extreme.
They need to reboot the game. They need to come out with like a really good game.
I heard racing car games have a lot of issues though. It's like a really hard like to make it popular genre.
I literally never liked car games. Like Mario Kart, Crazy Taxi,
Cruising USA,
Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong's Diddy Racing. I don't really like car games.
Cruising USA for I think that was the N64.
Yeah, dude.
I was about Cruising USA for the N64. That's a throwback.
F-Zero. It seems like each system has like one I'll get down with. Although I haven't found one for PS4 or PS5 or PS3.
I'm digging Rocket Racing. I've been playing it. It's fun because it's quick little quick little bursts. It's like 3 races. You finish it in 2 minutes. You get XP towards your normal battle pass, which is interesting. Not to get into super depth about nerd stuff here, but it's cool. The gameplay's it's like a weird version of Mario Kart. You have the slide mechanic, and then you get boost out of it. So it's very, Jerry, you played a ton of Mario Kart. It's very similar to that idea. But it's kind of the thing where you have to memorize the levels. I think there's shortcuts, and I just haven't. And I'm like, oh, I'm in first. And then all of a sudden I go around a corner and like 5 cars are in front of me. And I'm like, oh, there was a shortcut and I didn't know it.
Yeah.
So
that's dope. I haven't messed with that.
Yeah, it's cool. I think the Lego thing by far is I haven't even played the music one because I have no interest. But the Lego one is pretty. It's like its own freaking video game. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Huh.
I think Jerry, you would be into it because it's kind of Nick. I remember the name now. Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley.
That's the name. I was calling it. What was the other one? Moon.
Animal Crossing. Oh no, Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon. Not Animal Crossing. It's kind of a Stardew Valley vibe. But like, because I never played Minecraft, so I don't know. But it's fun, dude. It would be a lot more fun because you could do up to 8 people in your own server.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just building my own little town, and kind of like slow playing it.
Can you build whatever you want? Like, can you build like a giant Death Star or a giant X-wing or?
Yes, I've seen stuff online. It's very like I've seen a lot of people do stuff like Tears of the Kingdom, where they're building like floating platform that has jet propellers on the bottom and they float across the island.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks cool. I'm not anywhere close to that, dude. Like my town's on level 2. Like I have 2 little buildings going, and I've just been like, because I'm by myself, so I'm just kind of like really slowly doing it.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
We should take a look at it sometime,
dude. Yeah, it'd be really cool with like playing with all of us and being like, Jerry, you collect the trees. Nick's gonna get rocks. I'm gonna get whatever, food, and then like kind of split off and do your thing. Dude, it's cool. It's cool.
Nice.
Using that as a just a jumping point to really quick, Jared, Gotham Knight update. You know what I figured out last night? Like Nightwing's movement thing, the glider. And I was like, have you messed with it? Have you gotten to that yet?
No, but I watched like a video.
So I thought it was like a parachute, right? Because I was treating it like Fortnite control. So it's just like, but it's like a jet. So if you hold back, so it's actually like the best one because it's just you can just fly everywhere. You don't even have to do the
like that. Batgirl and her are the best.
Yeah, like that's crazy. That blew my mind.
It's like a dude, there's a
it's
word
a
for that.
Glider.
Like a paraglider,
paraglider.
Yeah. But it has like an engine, so you can just it's not the fastest thing, but you can just indefinitely go.
Hang glider.
But there's like hang gliders with giant fans. that people have made in the real world. I forget what that's called. It's pretty much a plane, but right, like that's just a plane. It's wings, but you're exposed.
Hang glider. Like just hang glider.
I guess it's just a powered hang
or
glider.
Or paragliding. It says powered paraglider. Yeah.
Power paraglider.
Paramotor. Paramotor.
Paramotor.
Yeah.
Paramotor. Sick.
All right, well, staying on task real quick. So Jerry, what do you give it though? From the 5
halfway through, halfway through. It's like a B plus.
And you're gonna continue to watch.
Enjoying it. Yeah, definitely gets uncomfortable at points. But yeah, I definitely want to see where this is going, and it's like, is this gonna be some big joke on the audience? Like, I don't know. I'm so interested, just having watched some of the rehearsal and a little bit of the Nathan For You, that it's just like, yeah, I'm curious where this is gonna go.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, like B plus. Definitely recommend it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. I want to see her new movie too.
Yeah, the one that's been popping up in the ads.
I want to see that really bad.
Pop up.
Is this the last thing we have, or there's that other YouTube?
Yeah, and then the results from the Game Awards.
Let's do the YouTube thing first, just because it's going to be a second, and then like we can do those last two things before we do the game. Because I just feel like we'll probably talk about this. This is just like, this is such a weird thing to drop here for anyone who cares at all. But all that like UFO congressional hearing stuff. I watched this guy, Jesse Michaels, interview that David Grush guy, and that was really interesting. And then this is like one of the next videos. And this is just like a really weird professor, Diana Pasulka, if you're into UFO stuff. Because basically what this interview is just talking about how, like, it's like not alien. Because like she's studying like biblical accounts of like angels and how it's like the same kind of stuff as like UFO. And so this is just like a thing about how like they're not alien, and that's just like something weird is happening, and this is just like the metaphor, whatever that thing is using to kind of like interact with us. And so it's like it's basically what this whole thing is kind of saying is like, and then we can move on. I'm not even gonna pretend like
time travel. Is that like what they're hinting at?
Well, yeah, like a bunch of stuff, like time travel. Like, yeah, they're basically just saying that like there's something out there, something's trying to talk to us, and this is the way they're trying to shake up our programming as humans, and like they're showing us these things and blah 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 blah. And I just thought that was a really interesting idea. Just like they're not aliens, something else is going on, and this is almost like this is just the metaphor they're using. You know what I mean? And it's like. So it's like weirdly terrifying, but it's also like.
So this seems like it's more.
It's also just like.
Jer just fast forwarded your whole thing, right? It looks more like an interview than it is like a I thought it was a documentary. It looks more like an interview.
No, it's an interview. It's an interview. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so again, this is just like if you're into UFO stuff,
Jerry, you thought the same?
Really interesting conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because
the image.
Yeah, exactly. If we go to Jesse,
he has really good production values.
I would say the opposite. I don't like that. That's fucking what I consider clickbait, where your thumbnail looks like it's a documentary, but really it's just an interview. It's genius.
Like, yeah,
it's genius.
Yeah, I don't know what that art is from, because then I don't know if he ever shows that art.
I also think
but yeah, it's just like a podcast interview. Yeah, not like it's like an interview. Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm negative or positive on this, but just looking at those images, I'd love to have Addy here to put his 2 cents in here. But those images all look like they're AI generated. And there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. The style of art and stuff, it's awesome looking, but there's this weird, in my opinion, AI has this, like, I want to call it a gloss. Yeah. Like when you do a painting or something, you can add a gloss to the exterior, right? That's when you're doing an acrylic. Yeah. There's some type of filter or sharpness that AI does to when it makes art that I swear all of these images has, that like I'm just
I see
it
what you're
just
saying.
screams to me AI art. But I hate saying that, because if there's a real artist that drew it, that is a horrible insult to almost be like, that looks like AI art.
I don't know about that though. I mean, I get that some people would feel that way. Like I'm not negative on AI art. Like I get it's very controversial in that, but I think AI art is dope. So it's like I
Yeah.
think if I were to draw something and they're like, dude, that looks like AI art, I almost think I would take that as a compliment. Like, oh, that's cool. Like
I mean,
I just don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Yeah.
I would agree, Nick, because here's how I look at it. I'm not a great artist.
Yeah.
So if I can make something with AI using whatever, I'd be
Exactly.
stoked. But at the same
Yeah.
time, if I edited a video, and I'm going to ask Jerry the same question. If I edited a video and then someone were to ask me, oh, is that new Heligrip video AI edited? I'd be like,
Yeah.
"Ah, that's a bummer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you feel the same,
Interesting.
Jerry, about music? If you made a new beat or a new song on your guitar, and then your Nick was like, is that AI, Jer? I mean, this is weird because we all know Nick's not going to ask us either of that. But wouldn't you kind of find that to be a little? You'd be like, ah, really? I spent 5-6 hours on that edit or
I
song.
don't know.
I mean, like a similar thing. Like, so Karina and Sadu have both done this to me, where I've made brownies. They're like, oh, were these box brownies? And it was like, what? Yeah, they were not box brownies.
That is very similar. That is very similar.
You know, it's not
and they
always.
weren't even like, oh, are these like Sara Lee? They're like, are these like Safeway brownies? Like the Safeway select batch?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of what you did. Fats isn't here, but I have to say it. That's kind of what. Yeah, that's kind of what Jared did to Guisados.
Yeah. Tortillas. So yeah, I don't know. I definitely would say like, yeah, it's probably not a fun feeling, but I would also say like, yeah, I don't know. AI is a tool, so if you know how to use it, and then again, if you are, it can be a good jumping off point if
100%.
you're, you know, like, because it is a thing where it's like I do have a plugin that it's not like AI, but it can like automate the parameters within itself based on like listening to your song, and then it'll like
make executive decisions.
Yeah, but like I can't tell it like, oh, I don't like how this sounds or that. It'll just kind of be like, oh, this is what I'm gonna do. Then I can change on my own. I don't use it. I think I've like used it once, and it's kind of like, I like mine. But like Karina was saying that she's like done AI stuff, and that it just is like talking to it is a skill.
100%. 100%. We've been trying to use it a little bit. Like me and Addie worked on this ad that came out for the newest grip tape of the newest Heligrip grip tape, and we attempted to use AI, or Addie did, and it just didn't come out right. Like it was weird. It like I was looking at my phone because I wanted to show it to you guys. It kind of like put a Pokemon behind our rider for some reason. This like or like this, I call it a Pokemon. This like weird black shadow creature, like ball. That's why I thought it was like, it almost looked like Gascoigne or whatever, Nick D, Ghastly or whatever. It kind of looked like that, and it was like floating.
It had a face.
It had eyes, yeah. And it like put it behind Isaac. If you look at the new Heligrip black and white ad, we don't need to go super into it, but yeah, it was weird.
Like you make it sound a little spooky.
Addie's made a couple things using AI, but like memes, like joke memes.
Yeah.
We haven't used it for any actual official like we're putting this out to the world yet.
What program are you using?
Adobe has it, and Photoshop has it built in. Yeah, Adobe the suite has AI now. Yeah, and I mean I can't deny that I use ChatGPT quite a bit, and it is something you have to like.
I downloaded it, I made an account, and then never used it.
We talked about it, right?
Not because I'm like, I just haven't. I think I asked it like 1 or 2 questions, and I was like, all right, I'll come back to this, and just forgot. Straight up forgot.
I've had fun with it, just asking it stupid stuff. I've also asked it like, just like, it's kind of a better version of Google. Well, it's a better version of Google, in my opinion. Google doesn't really help you a lot of
Yeah.
times nowadays. Google's search,
This just distills it down to an answer.
yeah, Google's been infiltrated by, major corporations trying to sell you products. Let's just be real. And there's a whole like thing where Addy could break all this down. This is once again why I wish he was here, but there's a whole thing with Google and sales and Amazon and yada yada yada, where ChatGPT isn't going to try to sell me a product necessarily. It's just going to tell me kind of the answer. What ChatGPT is really doing, it's Googling it for me and then taking the actual information and telling me the actual information and getting rid of all the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel the thing I've done was like, hey, if I want to spend 3 months studying French, what is the best way to spend like an hour a day for that 3 months? And it like laid out a plan. It was like, start with this and then go to this, then go to that. So it was a thing of like, oh shit, like you said, Tubes.
Yeah.
It gave suggestions of like, oh, if you want YouTube ones. And it was just a thing of like, because I think it was like, oh, what are the best ones? It's like, I can't tell you the best, but I'll tell you which ones are the most popular. And it was like, gave like YouTube video recommendations and like, oh, this, but it was things like that. Like you said, it cut out like, oh, secretly Sears owns this website and they're going to try to sell you a washer in the, it was like, no, this is the stuff that's popular that a lot of people. So stuff like that of just like, oh, what's the best way to do X in Y amount of time or something or whatever. But yeah, I haven't really messed with AI a bunch, and that is for sure gonna screw me over at some point working, in music production or whatever.
You said it best though, Jared. It's a tool. You have to use it as a tool, and it's better to learn it now and adjust to being able to know how to use it and talk to it properly, because there is a way to talk to it. It's the same with like Alexa. You can't just like say, you have to word, and I've learned that. That's how I like, to be honest, Alexa kind of is like a gateway to doing chat, or Siri. It's almost like a gateway to learning how to do ChatGPT or other AI, because there's a way to talk to Alexa. You can't just ask it anything. There's like a certain way to ask it questions for you to get the answer you're looking for. Exactly.
I've used Siri like legitimately under 5 times since having an iPhone or since it came out.
Siri's not there. Like, Siri sucks. It's the worst one.
I don't ever use Siri and not like I'm against it or something. Like it's never done what I wanted it to. So it's just like, thanks for nothing, Siri.
Yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. I agree. Yeah. So let's get back to the show. We've been ADDing all over tonight. But Nick, recommend or not recommend?
S tier. This is like the
for
best
an interview.
Thing. I was again. Oh, my bad. I thought. No. I don't think you can rate that interview. All I can say, like my rating is that it's super.
It was
weird.
That good. Wow. Can't even rate it. It's so.
I mean, you can't. I would say it was like a very, very, very interesting interview. But you know me, I love this shit. Like, I love weird religious mythology. I love UFO shit. Like, this was a Nick D interview for sure. But I would just say I would recommend it if you guys are looking for like something weird to put on in the background, just like while you're doing something. Listen to these two have a conversation about how it's all not what you think it is, and it's like they're like, we don't know what it is, we don't pretend to have the answer, but they're like, this is all bullshit. Like the way UFOs are being presented to you, they're like, this is a psyop. This isn't what's up. And they were like, maybe it's time travel. Maybe it's interdimensional. Maybe it's like, they're like, who knows what it is? It almost doesn't matter what it is. Unknowable. We just know that like this is not what it is. The thing being presented,
Yeah.
Mm.
But it also could be real. They're also just like, we don't know. So yeah, check it out. Maybe, I don't know if that sounded interesting to you.
Yeah.
Weird drop. I know. Weird drop. I haven't really watched much. I've been so obsessed with Scavenger's Reign that I haven't really watched.
Oh, Nick called me about this one.
And I've been playing Gotham Knights. The Gotham Knights and Scavenger's Reign is what I've been doing.
I like this art style.
This is
watching it.
S tier. Before you guys hopped on, I went all the way back to January, and I've just been looking at everything. Oh yeah, I said this about DelaWeezie's. Everything we've been watching, this for sure is the best thing I've watched this year. Like this is the best out of games, movies, books, TV. This is the best thing I've seen.
How many episodes?
12, and it's 25 minutes. Yeah.
Scavenger's Reign. Okay.
This is a legit masterpiece. Sadu, do yourself a favor and watch Scavenger's Reign on HBO.
Yeah, come on, Sadu. I'm
You
gonna
will
watch
love
this.
it.
I'm gonna watch this. Nick.
God.
I almost don't want you to tell me anything because
I'm not gonna tell you anything. Yeah, like
because I want to go into this kind of not knowing, and the art style looks cool. I'm already intrigued.
And so
Yeah,
again,
Jer-
you know,
Jer,
Nick
say whatever you
finished
want to
it.
say.
I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. I don't even know what is going on in it, but it is it looks super cool. It sounds super pretty. But yeah,
Oh, like the audio
haven't-
design's really good.
Everything.
Yeah, and there's like it's like a couple stories interwoven, and so it's like I don't know when or if they're gonna connect or what, but it is like I like it. I don't again I don't know what's happening, but I like it.
Okay.
And there's people I recognize, but maybe from Arrested Development, Alia Shawkat is Levi. She's the robot character.
Wait. Is that the writer or who was that just now? I'm sorry. Jer?
He was one of the voices.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's
Okay.
Kanan.
Because he was on that Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell show.
Oh, nice.
I just saw that and I was
He's
like,
great.
who the... And he said writer on the other one. It said writer on Your Pretty Face is Going to Hell. Lovecraft Country. I always wanted to watch that.
Yeah, me too. Her character is great.
Oh, okay. I know who that actor is because their character on Loki. Did we ever talk Loki? We didn't, right? Because Jared was gonna watch or Nick D.
I finished it. I'm done.
Oh, okay. We never talked about it, but we don't have to do that tonight. We still need that.
I loved it.
We need a BK Loki / Ahsoka episode. Fucking BK.
Exactly. I'm down for that.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's.
We've been waiting to have that.
BK.
Yeah.
That's another. Add that to our list of episodes coming up.
Yeah.
Scavenger's Reign is. It's been a surprise.
Oh, I like that kid, Skylar. I like that kid.
Yeah.
He was from that television show that got canceled by Netflix way too prematurely with the vampires in Drew Barrymore that I really liked.
It's in a Clarita.
Yeah, Diet. Yeah.
You guys always talk about that. I meant to watch.
Dude,
it's Gemstones.
He also is the kid in Righteous Gemstones. He was also in Vacation, the remake. It's Licorice Pizza. I mean, this guy's been in a Curb.
Yeah.
For an episode, that's not that, But this kid's been in a bunch of stuff. Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah.
There's something about him. I think good things for him. Yeah.
There was one thing he was in that it was like, what? No way. Something a little bit older. What was it? I don't know. Not important, I guess.
Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, episode one of the episodes. Drake and Dog. Oh, Halloween.
Might have been Halloween. Yeah.
And Dewey Cox.
Yeah.
Dewey Cox.
Hell yeah. Is he young Dewey?
It's probably Halloween. I think he's the
middle Dewey.
No, he's not.
Oh, he's in Four Christmases as well. That's right, huh? I just watched that.
He's in Air Buddies.
Yeah, he's good. Good actor.
Yeah, Tubes. The only thing I'll say is that what I said to you when I called is that you're always talking about non-humanoid aliens. This is a show for you then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just
good.
A lot of weird stuff.
I'm into that.
Yeah,
I'm into that.
It's cool. Super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, I plan on watching that, Nick.
It's one of those things where it's got a great ending, and it really does end in a way where it's never back. Cool, and then it's perfect. It's an amazing 12 episodes. If there's more, I'm hyped. It whatever they want to do, or if they're like, oh, now we're gonna do completely different. I just hope these two dudes and this whole team just keeps doing stuff. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
I'm gonna watch it, and then by the time I watch it, Jared will already be done, and then we could do a whole. And that also gives someone like Sadu or anyone else that watches the show, Beaks or something, a chance to watch it before we kind of jump in and ruin it or anything. Because it's not. It's only a month old.
And I would just say my only thing is to everyone, if you're watching or YouTube, just try to finish it by the DelaWeezie's. Because to me, I'm like, oh, it's gonna sweep it. There's this is the best thing.
Well, I definitely gotta watch it then.
Yeah. Just try to finish it by the DelaWeezie's. Is all I'm saying.
I'm not gonna. You know what?
You don't have to commit, but try.
No, I
All
was
I'm
gonna
saying
say
is
something,
just
but
try.
like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't even seen this, so I can't make a judgment yet. So I'm gonna watch it and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Did you want me to open that abroad?
Yeah, I
in
only put that
Japan
in there
thing,
because
Dukes?
Nick D
Yeah,
had something from
okay.
YouTube, and I didn't watch anything this week. But the one thing I have been keeping up on is that abroad in Japan, Chris. I mean, if you're into travel vlogs or what have you, or travel, it's not it's a vlog, but it's like the highest end vlog. It's not a crappy vlog. Like it's not him behind the camera like talking. Like this is high end
vlog.
It's more of like a travel show, but it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's a straight up travel show. But this month he's doing he originally said an episode a day. It's turned into an episode every other day. No hate at all. I don't care.
You sound pretty upset.
No, I was at first I was like, man, like you're supposed to do it every day, dog. What happened here? But it's fine. The production value is very high. And he's legit. Like he filmed this one 4 days ago. Like he's actually on the road right now. And if you look at his Insta or any of the other stuff he does, you could tell he's legit on the road currently, which is crazy. Because usually he'll film something and then a month later you'll see the video project that comes out of it. Right now he's doing them real fast.
Like Gonzo style.
He's also having cameos from people that have appeared in all of his videos over the last 10 years or what have you, like that homie that, not this gentleman, the one, this guy, I can't think of his name right now off tops, I'm sorry, but that guy's appeared in a bunch of his older videos, and like he has, he's got this one really funny older gentleman that always appears in his videos that's just hilarious and speaks really funny broken English that's just comedy gold. And then I think Connor Sea Dog VA, if you're into YouTube, he was on yesterday's episode or today's episode. His wife or his soon-to-be wife, Charlotte, who's a famous YouTuber as well. She, of course, appears in this. I think Joey's going to be in it. Joey, the anime man. I don't know if Giga will make an appearance in it, but he's got a bunch of the Japanese vloggers making appearances. I don't know if Cutie Pie will make an appearance. I know Chris is friends with him. Maybe he does. He kind of didn't tell you who was going to make appearances. But I know in the thumbnail, if when Jared goes back, you could see Connor is in today's thumbnail. So he definitely, and him and Connor are like good friends because they're both from England. I'm just a big fan.
Only one restaurant I went to with the gyoza.
I
guess they just went to Japan's number.
I already watched this episode. This is a cool one because they've never been to Homie's house, and now they're checking out his house. And he's been on the show for like a decade, and now they're actually like seeing his Japanese home and what he has, which was interesting.
That's dope.
Just hearing, he's in like some like remote area of Japan. But yeah, I'm a huge fan. This has been going on. I think he's going to be doing it for, I think he said this is only 1/3 of the videos he's uploading. So it'll probably go toward all the way to almost Christmas. It's awesome. If you're into any kind of travel show or anything, it's awesome because it's on YouTube. He curses, not crazy.
Hell yeah.
But he'll drop like a whatever, and he's in complete control of how it's filmed and how it's all done. So it's a lot different than watching a corny travel channel show.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And I like Chris. There's something about Chris with the British accent and he's around our age and the way he like talks and does his thing. He's awesome. He's so
I agree. I agree.
He seems like he'd be an awesome dude to grab a beer with and just like hear out his stories because he's done some crazy stuff over the last 10 years or whatever. Nick put the YouTube thing in there. I was like, oh, well, I haven't watched a lot of TV this week, but I've been watching a lot of YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. So if we've got YouTube videos, we should.
I didn't think of that. And then when you threw yours, and I was like, oh, I have been watching abroad in Japan, and I do highly recommend Chris and his channel because the filmmaking, the video editing, you look at other YouTubers and they're here. And he's like way up here, and he's doing it. A lot of it's done on his own. I know right now he's got a team with him that he's traveling with. I think he's got 2 video editors in a van that's just following behind his car so that they can get these videos out as quick as possible. It's just awesome. Yeah. He just had a book come out earlier this year, also called, his book is called Abroad in Japan. I think it was a bestseller in the UK, which is where he's from. Just, I mean, not that we're going to give him a bump, but he's dope. And it's definitely worth checking out.
Sadu might check him out. He'll get
the
Sadu
sure.
view.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Jerry, I think Jerry, like, their 15-minute episodes, they're always fun. It's super interesting to learn about, like, I mean, I know me and Nick D have been talking for a long time. Like, I really want to go to Japan at some point when money and things are in place. But it like,
and this dude's trash taste adjacent, so it's like
he is trash taste adjacent.
I want his take on Japan because I'm like, oh, he hangs out with other YouTubers I like. Like, I'm like, oh, I like his opinion because I know he's cool. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
kind of how I got into him. I'm not gonna lie. Nick,
that's how I found out about it.
Nick kind of turned me on to trash taste. I kind of fell in love with those dudes. But they're just a podcast. Like, they're just like an interview show. And this is way different because I do like seeing the visuals and traveling. Like, it's cool, dude.
Yeah.
So if you have any interest in any of that, like, highly recommend this. Just because the quality of everything is so good. Like, he's not messing around.
We should do a show trip to Japan. Get an interview.
Dude, he's
exactly.
He's way big timing.
We still got to go to Japan.
I mean, we could send him a DM, but we'll have to send it from the Heligrip account, not the OverShow.
yeah, exactly.
We have a lot of followers.
Is there a big scooter community in Japan? Do you know anything about that?
No, I mean, skateboarding kind of is predominant at this point because of the Olympics and what happened.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that. I know Sadu's gonna leave a comment any minute.
Hell yeah, he just said he'll put a Scavenger's Reign on his list. Sadu. Hell yeah, Sadu. I think you're gonna dig it.
But yeah, I just figured I'd throw that out there. I was mainly also recommending it to you two. Mainly Nick D.
I kind of want to get that book now. I didn't know he had a book. I'm gonna check that out. Like, I think I'm gonna swoop that.
It's just a cool, really cool, well done vlog.
Yeah.
Oh, like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
I've rewatched a few, like, on YouTube. They've been streaming the old Ninja Turtles episodes, and so I watched a few. The voices are so different than what I remember, and the music is crazy. It's so 80s, so synth, and like when Shredder's on the screen, it's like horror synth. I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's so not what I remembered. I definitely guess I remember a lot more of the movie and thought that translated to the show, but they're totally separate.
Yeah.
Can you drop the link in?
Super cool.
Can you either text us the link or drop it in the chat? Like, I want to watch these.
I think
I'll just put that on the background.
I think they announced at Comic-Con that Netflix, if I'm not mistaken, is going to get the original series next year.
Oh wow!
I'm pretty sure that was the announcement at Comic-Con.
Is there a lot of episodes? You know, like, did that show go for a minute?
Yeah, right.
It's like, I remember loving it, but again, we were so young that it's like, I don't even know. Before like that, you know, like I remember, you know, kind of like the movies, like, you know, but I'm like, was the show still going by the time the third movie came around?
I'll have to check.
Jarvis Jerry is synthesizing the data.
I'm pulling it up. It was 10 seasons.
Oh my god!
Starting in the year 1987. Episodes. First season was 5.
87.
Yeah, 87, December 14th. So at the end of the year. First season was 5. Second season was 13. Third season was 47. Fourth season 41. Fifth season 20. Sixth season 16. Seventh season 27. And then it was 8 for the final 3 seasons.
That is so sick. I'm definitely going to start watching those. I hope it comes to Netflix next month, if that's what you said.
Well, I said next year. I don't know what time next year. And maybe I'm incorrect, but I swear I know that they made some type of announcements at Comic-Con this past year.
It was Nickelodeon that bought it.
Oh, so Nickelodeon, which means Paramount Plus will have the streaming rights. Just to point that out.
Yeah, whoever has Nicktoons.
Which sucks because I was just saying how I don't have that. So I guess I'm gonna need that.
Yeah, Paramount. You know, if I were a criminal, I'd offer
I
mine.
know. We don't. Nick D, don't say anything. We don't need to go down that road. Yeah. Before we get into the Game Awards, let me grab a beverage real quick. You guys can even start without me if you want to do some precursor, Jerry, or anything. I'm just gonna grab a.
I mean, yeah, clicking on the link, I saw some things, so definitely a little surprised. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've seen some just kind of random stuff, but I haven't actually like looked into anything like what was your game of the year? And it not even out of nominated. Just like what was your favorite game of the year?
There's freaking puppy pads everywhere in here, bro.
My game of the year,
Tears of the Kingdom.
Probably. Again, like I'm trying to think, like, when did I beat Metroid? But again,
Beginning of the year?
Even if that was, but I was just so surprised how much I did enjoy playing Metroid that
Same.
I was surprised by that. But yeah, I mean, Tears of the Kingdom was super cool, and like the added mechanics were like a nice little touch in the flying. Definitely didn't ride my horses as much. Definitely would just teleport everywhere.
But I kind of already did that I kind of currently have been doing that in Breath of the Wild, where I kind of teleport more than I ride the horse.
Yeah.
And then kind of like climb up on something high and parachute, or glide or whatever.
Yeah. I was juiced when I beat Okami. I did that this year. And that was like a game that came out on Wii.
Switch.
And so like I got it.
Oh wait. Do you mean it came out on Wii? Like legit?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It came out on Wii. Because it was like they used the motion control, and so like you would actually draw the symbols that you end up drawing in the game, but it was super hard to coordinate and do. And I'd never finished it then, and then like I don't know, it was like $3 or $4 or something on Switch, so I got it. And yeah, beat that this year, so that was like cool. That was a fun game, a lot longer than I had anticipated though. But yeah, probably Tears of the Kingdom.
Which is what we kind of assumed, and I think we voted.
Yeah.
I think we discussed and mentioned you and did all. Yeah.
That for sure would have been my pick.
Wait, you were in the chat. I think we already like kind of had this conversation. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I remember that now.
But yeah, surprised. I think it starts with Game of the Year, so I don't know if you want me to scroll to the bottom, then we work our way up.
Okay. Nah, let's
Oscars.
No, it's not Oscars. It's not as important.
So I will say I think this one, at least from what I've seen, probably surprised me the most. But it's like I didn't play the game that won.
But
Baldur's Gate. Yeah. I didn't play Baldur's. I really thought, if anything, Spider-Man 2 probably would have won.
I didn't see that one. I kind of thought, after hearing a little bit more about it, I kind of thought Alan Wake 2 might, because it sounds like this really good storyline, yada, yada, yada. It's been a decade since the last one. But they definitely, I think as we go on, they win some other ones. It clearly wasn't going to be Resident Evil, and it clearly wasn't going to be Mario Wonder. I think from my understanding, everyone kind of assumed it was either going to be Tears of the Kingdom or Baldur's Gate.
Huh. But yeah, again, I've never played this one, so it's like, I don't know. Maybe it is that good.
I want to play it.
It's supposed to. Play it. Everyone I've heard that's played it, which I'll straight up say this, H3, the crew there, they all played it, including Ethan. He was all about it. He made his character bone like some like weird alien creature, and it was such a big deal that he brought in the footage. They never really discussed video games, and he brought in the clip and had them play it because he was dying of laughter. So you can entice, or you can make anybody fall in love with you, I guess, non-humanoids, the whole 9 yards.
Huh.
Yeah.
Which doesn't, Nick D, intrigue me.
Yeah.
Because that's like, well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about Baldur's Gate. It's just not the style of game that I'd play, and it's a lot of hours from my understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably endless if you build new characters and upgrade and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Those games are hard.
Yeah.
Best game direction.
So I mean,
okay.
that kind, and that kind of goes into what I was saying. Like, I heard a lot of people. Alan Wake, I feel like I'd be more enticed to play than Baldur's Gate because I feel like it's a pretty straight shot of what the storyline is and how you play it. And it sounds interesting. It sounds really cool and interesting. But once again, probably not something I'll ever get around to playing.
Yeah.
And Jack Daniels needs to fuck off, bro. Sorry.
Jack Daniels.
Super long
ads just keep, they just keep popping up on Jerry.
Okay, TV advert.
I think this this is bullshit. I disagree. I mean, I'm not too surprised, Jer, but I kind of call bullshit like, no way, Super Mario Bros. Had a horrible movie out to begin with, and they fixed it. They fixed the situation. Now, I love the original movie, don't get me wrong, Jer, but they made something that broke the box offices and stuff for an animated film. I'm sure, I would assume it wins, and this is what's interesting, I would assume it wins animated film for the Oscars. But now that it lost to Last of Us, I'm like, will it win? Or some Pixar movie could come out swinging?
You know what's interesting though. These last couple of awards though, all of these things that have won have been in the back half of the year. So like didn't Mario come out in like January, February, March? Like I wonder if it would have won if it was in the summer, because it's like Last of Us, that wasn't that long ago. Alan Wake, that shit just came out.
That shit just came out.
Yeah,
Baldur's Gate was a few months ago. It was like summer.
Yeah,
it was like summer. Yeah.
So it's like So I wonder if it is just because people do. We voted on it. Like I wonder if it is just recency bias, like people, like I'm saying the best thing of the year is Scavenger's Reign, and it's like that shit just came out,
true. Nick, great point. I also would
I wouldn't shut up about John Wick 4 all year. All of a sudden I'm not talking about it.
True.
Yeah.
I think kid stuff gets judged. People want kid things to be made more for them than it should be. And maybe I have a soft spot because when me and Beak saw it with his nephew and stuff, Owen's reaction was so strong to how he felt about Mario. It blew my mind to being like, oh, man, people, I don't know. I also have a soft spot for the Mario franchise, so I don't know.
Yeah. For sure. No,
and I didn't watch Last of Us because I'm just not in my zombie mode.
Anymore,
yeah.
I get that.
Best narrative is going to be what? I'm thinking Alan Wake. I don't remember, actually. Yeah, Alan Wake. Which makes sense. I didn't play any of those games, so I don't have much to say about that. But I'm not surprised to see Alan Wake take that one down.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I haven't played it, but I'm like, apparently it's good. Like, I hear it's real good, so it doesn't surprise me.
Now, with the art direction, I am a little surprised because Alan Wake looks like a pretty basic bitch art direction when we compare it to like Hi-Fi Rush, which looked insane.
Very stylized,
dude. Just brightly colored, super kind of like this weird art, like hand drawn style. It just looked badass.
And Lies of P, like I didn't play it, and I really haven't seen much footage, but it had a really cool look to it. It had like that cool kind of evil gothic.
Yeah.
Like it had a cool art direction.
Yeah.
Like, and Tears of the Kingdom is beautiful.
Tears of the Kingdom.
I haven't played it, but
Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah. But they didn't go any further than they did with Breath of the Wild. Kind of the same art direction.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Super Mario Wonder, if we're saying art direction and we're comparing it to its past, I would have thought that would have been higher up too. Not higher up, but like had a better chance just because it's a giant leap from the last Mario. But whatever. Score is going to be Final Fantasy? Yeah. That one I feel like, I don't remember what we voted, Nick, but that one seems pretty obvious because Final Fantasy is a lot about music.
Yeah, I think we either voted that or Legend of Zelda, just because both of those things have the same thing going for them, where they're like, there's like 20 Zelda pieces and 20 Final Fantasy pieces that are just expected to like kind of be in a game, like these motifs. So it's like you're almost kind of guaranteed a banger soundtrack or soundtrack because you're like, well, this is like an amazing piece from like 20 years ago.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
So yeah, it had to be one of the two. Because I'm sure Tears of the Kingdom soundtrack is amazing, and I know the Final Fantasy one is.
I feel like Nintendo's getting fucked real so far, huh?
Yeah.
You know, it's not their
Hi-Fi Rush. I feel like I would have assumed Alan Wake was going to get this one, or maybe Dead Space, or maybe even Resident Evil. I feel like it's just Hi-Fi without knowing anything about Hi-Fi Rush. It kind of surprises me. So yeah, good for them.
At least they got to take home something.
Yeah. Again, like I guess you got to play the game to Because I thought Spider-Man did great. I thought the guy Ben Starr from Final Fantasy 16 did great. Like, and the dude from Jedi Survivor, I bet. Idris Elba. It's like, for him to win that, the Baldur's Gate. Like, damn, he went up against some really good performances.
Yeah. Once again, I didn't play any of those, so I have nothing. Yeah. I didn't play anything that really came out this year. I played a ton of video games. Nothing that was like relevant.
Yeah.
The next one.
Accessibility. That's cool.
I
never messed with accessibility.
Wasn't
wasn't
Street Fighter like it was groundbreaking for how it had made it possible for people with like out hands and stuff to play?
Or blind.
Yeah, you would have thought.
I think there's all kinds of stuff they added that
once again, I didn't play. I mean, I've played Street Fighter for maybe less than an hour. I just thought maybe it had a better chance in this category because I'd heard things, but whatever.
Yeah.
Just want to see. I'll go on and see what their accessibility was. Games for Impact.
I didn't play any.
Yeah, we could just skip that one. No clue. The best ongoing, I'm gonna call. I know who won, and I think it's a robbery because we all know who should have won. So we can scroll down right to there because I think there's something to be said. Oh, Cyberpunk won. I actually thought something else won. I
thought it was. Did you think Genshin won?
I thought it was something.
Maybe Apex
or Apex or something. But like clearly, in my opinion, with how they just broke their world or not their own personal record and shit. And all this different stuff in the past 2 months, I would have figured Fortnite and Epic Games would have had that one on lockdown. I know Cyberpunk, they cleaned up the situation, but I also feel like by giving Cyberpunk this award, I'm not upset because I like Cyberpunk, and I think it's an awesome world they created. But I am bummed because the Game Awards pretty much just allowed video game creators to fuck up the release of a video game and then clean it up a year later and then get this award. Because that's not really an ongoing game. That's a game that was messed up, they fixed it, and then they released a DLC. But that game after that DLC, from my understanding, Nick, they're done and done with it now. They've all moved over to The Witcher.
Yeah, they dropped something, I think, 2 days ago, which was another massive, like, update, not of, like, content, but I think of, like, changing stuff. And actually, I think there was some, I think they added some Edge Runner stuff. But yeah, it's like I think it is now done. So it's like it just seems that it is like it's interesting that it got this award literally as it's now like and it's done. It is no longer an ongoing game.
Versus Fortnite is, I think, the biggest ongoing game maybe historically.
I wonder if they won last year. Like, I wonder if it's just like Fortnite is just won time after time after time. Like, can you go to Game Well, that'd probably be a whole.
No, yeah,
I was gonna say if they won. I was wondering how many times they've won. Because you're right. I bet they clean up at this award usually.
Yeah, you would assume. But I think that there's another award that we're going to get to in a second that I think Cyberpunk should have won instead of this one. Community. It's literally the next award. I think Cyberpunk should have won community support. Because that makes more sense for you fixing a broken game than ongoing game. Community support is like, oh, we heard our community. this game sucks and has a bunch of issues. Let's fix it. Versus an ongoing game, to me, is a game that year in, year out, you could hop on and just play with your buddies. That's what I consider an ongoing game. Maybe I'm incorrect on my definition, but that's how I see it personally.
Yeah.
Is that nope? Okay. Oh, Dredge.
Yeah, we want. Yeah, yeah.
Right, make it.
Like, I feel like, I played a lot of really good games this year, and like Dredge really was one of the best ones. Like, Dredge could have been my game of the year if it wasn't for Street Fighter. Dredge was so good. I think it'd be a good Switch game.
Debut indie game, didn't play it.
Nick, they have been nominated for ongoing game, but they've never
Wow.
They've never won it. I hate to say it, but that's Game Awards. You're dropping the effing ball. Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
It is just people too. It is just a popularity contest.
That's just stupid. They should have won that by now. Whatever.
They won it in 2019
at the Game Awards. Oh, they did.
Yeah.
They did win it. Cheers, right?
Yeah.
They won it, and they won it in 2018 too,
like
Jerry.
2 years.
They won it in 18 and 19, and then they haven't won it since, but they have been nominated. And they won. They've won a bunch of other dumb awards, like they won Best Event at the Streamies in 2020 for the Travis Scott. They've won some Webby and other stupid Teen Choice Awards. Stupid shit. Sorry.
The Teen Choice Awards is still a thing? Wow.
That's a great question, Nick. I guess so, yeah.
We are boomers.
The independent game, I thought Dredge only because Nick D had told me about it, but I have heard cool things about Sea of the Stars, and I know it was controversial that Dave the Diver was in there because it wasn't made by an actual indie team, or it was made by a team that is indie, but is supported by a larger studio, and some people were offended by that. I don't know. I heard a lot about that. But I only thought Dredge was going to win because Nick D, you really enjoyed it, and I watched a few people play it on Twitch only because Nick had mentioned it to me. So then I was like, oh, I wonder what the gameplay looks like. And it looked cool. So that's a bummer, but whatever. Pizza Tower, I've also heard really good shit.
Teen Choice since 2019.
Oh, so the year after they won, they stopped doing it. Interesting.
Best mobile game.
Time to go mobile.
I thought Hello Kitty Island Adventure should have won because that's the game they made fun of on South Park in the episode, the World of Warcraft episode. And that game didn't even exist. They made it after the South Park episode, which is a really fun little trivia there for you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Sadu.
Sadu's watching basketball.
I know he is. I read his comment. I was just not going to acknowledge it. That's the Sadu. Sadu, that's for your show.
Which was promised to us last week. Best VR AR game.
Sadu's schedule and my schedule just haven't been able to line up to make that happen. And I'll take a lot of that responsibility. I called him on Thursday, but by the time I left the warehouse and got home, I knew he wasn't going to be around, and it just hasn't hit. You know, it's a heavy time of the year for sports, and that makes it hard because Sadu needs to watch all the sports, right? So it's a very hard thing to get lined up there.
Kind of get a recap. Yeah,
we'll get one. Addy, I know, really wants one. He's mentioned it to me, so we'll get one under the belt soon.
That's an action game, really.
I want to play this game.
I've heard good things about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the robot one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, by the same people who did like Elden Ring and everything.
Mm-hmm. It looks cool.
And I didn't play any of those other games.
Yeah.
Although Jared and I played the first Remnant game.
Didn't we play the first? Jared, didn't we play the first Dead Island too? On Xbox 360, right? And it kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Right.
I think it was kind of cool for the time, but it's forgettable.
Yeah, it was forgettable.
Like, was that the one where you can like build the weapons?
Yeah, where you can build like crowbars and like like electric.
Yeah.
On crowbar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And spike bats and
I remember.
I don't think I ever beat it.
I remember I was psyched because we were playing a lot of Left 4 Dead at the time. And I was like, oh, this one's going to be the one, guys. And then when it came out, I was like, it's fun for one player, but not really multiplayer.
Yeah.
Was it a multiplayer game?
I think it has the...
I think there's an aspect to it.
Yeah, but I don't think it was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I don't know anything about the second one. Yeah, I mean...
Zelda winning.
Don't you call that like a makeup? Like, also just to point out, that's like the first, I think, so far it's been the first Nintendo win, which is, I think they win one more if I'm not mistaken. RPG, which goes to Baldur's Gate, which makes sense because it wins the big award. It should win RPG, because if it didn't, how is it winning Game of the Year but not RPG? That makes no sense. So it's like, fighter game. This one was a big one for Nick, and Nick's game wins.
There we go.
Nick's game wins. That was no surprise.
That's wild because, admittedly, I'm a little surprised. I actually was gonna put my money on more. Like, I actually am surprised at that.
I don't know, Nick. The other night, I was about to text you. I don't know if you watched, but Capcom's Twitch was streaming the big tournament, and there was like a crazy amount of people watching.
I actually didn't watch any of that. That's dope.
I want to say it was like 5-figure numbers watching some type of tournament. So
the last like month and a half, I have been really slacking on Street Fighter. I've been like, this whole last week, I've been like, dude, you got to make time to play. Like, I need to get back in there.
Yeah, just need to put an hour
aside. Need to get
aside.
back in the ring, you know?
Yeah. Family game. Now, this one I think is
Family game.
We know who won this.
Yeah, that didn't win, which would have been
hopefully
cool.
Undercooked 2.
Mario.
Oh, yeah.
And
Mario,
as they better win that one, you know, like, come on. Let's not be stupid
Especially
here.
with the stuff they did, and like compared to like the whole jumping in and out of games compared to the first one, how they seem to fix that, and like you can't really mess each other up the same way. Like I was throwing you guys off,
Accidentally,
ledges left and right. So glad they won it.
We should
strategy.
not to like make us spend money or anything, but we should get Illusion Island. I want to play Illusion
I want to get Illusion Island.
I almost want to play it more than Mario Wonder. If I'm being like, I'm like, let's get Illusion Island up in here.
I know what you're saying, but I'm a Mario guy. I mean, I'm a Disney kid first and foremost, but when it comes to video games, I really want to try that Mario Wonder.
Yeah.
I was very surprised to see Pikmin take down strategy sim/strategy. That's crazy. Once again, I feel like Nintendo won a bunch of like the dumb awards, but that's fine. That's cool. Pikmin's never been my thing. I can't even say it, but yeah, racing, cool. No one cares.
Yeah, I haven't played any of those.
Multiplayer.
Is the Hot Wheels game? Did we just get that for free, or is that a different Hot Wheels game? Oh no, we got a Lego game. Never mind. Yeah, on the
it might be Lego. I think it's Lego Hot Wheels or something like that.
Yeah, that's what we got. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate wins. I don't understand that because I didn't even realize it was multiplayer. Kind of surprised by that. I thought Mario Wonder would have won that one because it's like a couch co-op, but that's fine.
It's also interesting that like Street Fighter 6 is nominated here, but not Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
you'd think that also would be in this one.
Yeah. Baldur's Gate wins for player voice. I mean, Baldur's Gate, when it won Video Game of the Year, it better win. It better win the rest of this.
Well, what's like player's voice?
The character.
Yeah, I think the character so it's like, you know how like Idris Elba nominated. For
yeah, I already know. Jared
does it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Wait,
interesting.
Can you Google it, Jared? Let's find out what does this? It's like, you're right. Link just makes like sounds. He doesn't like.
Yeah.
So
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Okay. Most anticipated game again. Tubes. I like Tubes' opinion on like how this is just a stupid category to have. Although maybe as stupid, there is part of me that's like, I guess really what they're saying, the award is for the marketing. You're big instead of
Trailer.
saying most anticipated game.
Trailer.
You're almost saying like who had the best marketing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
But dude,
yeah.
but like Star Wars Outlaws, we've only seen a little bit of it. Like I don't know, like but I also don't want to be let down. So I'm glad Star Wars Outlaws didn't win, because then it would be like this big anticipation for something that may or may not be good. And no offense to Ubisoft, but Ubisoft isn't known for making the best games.
What is Ubisoft? Is Ubisoft like Assassin's Creed? What is Ubisoft?
Assassin's Creed, that Rabbit, I think Rocksmith, which is the one that's the one that Addie loves, where you actually plug in your guitar.
Yeah.
That game's cool, man. I mean, I wouldn't play it. Addie loved it, and it seems like a really good way to learn guitar songs while playing a video game.
I only played it once, but it seemed interesting.
I'm just surprised Hades 2 didn't win this one, because it just, for being kind of this underground game, how much I've been hearing about Hades and Hades 2 in the last couple of years, I would have figured it would have won anticipated game. Final Fantasy, we've been dealing with our whole entire lives, so I'm surprised.
That's why it kind of makes sense to me. Is that I feel like in terms of like IP, it's definitely the biggest. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
those.
It's the big, like the big dog of this list. So like, I'm like, it makes sense, but I'm like, yeah, like
whatever.
Hades 2. I'm fucking hyped for Hades 2. But again, I'm hyped for Final Fantasy 7 too.
If Star Wars Outlaws is good, I'm psyched. It looks dope, but you never know until it comes out.
Yeah. And I don't know, like Tekken 8, like I've never really been a Tekken player. Like I'm definitely gonna get Tekken 8, but I don't know. I've always been more of a Street Fighter guy.
Yeah.
Tekken 8's like, I'm looking forward to it though.
Okay, and here comes the last one.
Player's voice is just like what people talk about like outside of this stuff. So like people just talk the most about Baldur's Gate
in a positive light.
Oh.
Because if it was the other, Cyberpunk would have won.
That's
like
stupid.
Whichever one gets like has gotten like the most like community engagement, attention over the year, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then based on that, then they put those in the voting thing.
I dig.
Iron Mouse wins Content Creator of the Year and knocks out Cypher PK. I was pretty not bummed, but I was pretty like, wow, really? Like, I don't want to sound like a boomer asshole, but like what are they called, Nick? The animated girls streamer cartoons? VJ?
The VTuber. Yeah, like virtual tuber.
I don't want to, like, look, we talked about AI earlier in the show in a positive light, but I don't know about a VTuber beating out actual humans. And like, I know I'm a sucker for Cypher. I've liked Cypher since COVID. I got into his videos and stuff. But that dude puts in a ton of work. He's got multiple YouTube channels. He's constantly streaming, and he competes in competitive comps. He started off in different video games and has moved his way, finally becoming popular in one game and sticking with it for a long period of time while others quit. I'm not trying to just keep blowing Cypher, but I was a little bummed that he didn't take this one home, because I don't know if he'll get another nomination in this category. Every year I feel like this category really changes up. And nothing against Iron Mouse. She does a lot of streams with Connor. Her and Connor are really good friends. And I think Iron Mouse also has some type of ongoing disease. And I don't know if that plays into her being a VTuber or what the storyline with her is. And that's interesting.
Hesitant to use a real phrase.
Yeah, that's super interesting. So I don't want to like super hate, because I have watched Iron Mouse streams when she's co-streamed with Connor. I just was surprised that a VTuber beats out a real human.
I'm gonna look at. I've never heard of Iron Mouse.
She's very, very popular. I think she's from South America. Jerry, am I right?
Puerto Rico.
Okay. I don't know. I felt. I also watched this Dr. Disrespect award, or Dr. Disrespect watching the awards, and clearly Dr. Disrespect's. I don't know how good of friends he is with Cypher, but he plays with Cypher quite often, or has in the past. And his reaction when they gave the award to Iron Mouse was hilarious. I really like Dr. Disrespect. He's a comedic genius. Smalls is the one that turned me on to him, for sure. And his
Go like and subscribe to Smalls' show.
yeah.
Smalls' Twitch.
He doesn't need it. No worries there. You can subscribe twice to us before Smalls needs it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny, Dr. Disrespect's little video, and that's actually how I knew that Cypher lost. Is I saw Dr. Disrespect, and I was like, oh wow, yeah. It was a little short of him, seeing it, and he was like, he just did like a Dr. Disrespect facial thing that was comedy.
Oh yeah.
Little bummed on that one. At all the awards that night, I would have been most stoked for Cypher and been like, that's really cool. Just because I've watched him grow the last few years as a content creator and streamer.
For sure.
That was some real loser stuff.
Yeah.
But
No, not at all.
Yeah, you know Cypher. Me and Fats talk about him all the time, Jerry.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. It was the other ones. I don't know any of the other ones. I only know him.
Yeah.
Quackity is a very, very popular Minecraft dude. And he's friends with like Mr. Beast, not associating group.
Tangentially.
Yeah. That's how I know who he is. And then the other people, I do not. So.
Yeah.
Esports game, I think Nick D, it was me and you. I called that one and I got it right. Valorant, I keep seeing everywhere. Wasn't surprised at all that it won this award, because it seems to be the game that the esports people are really pushing and seem to be into this past year.
You think you'll ever play it?
No.
Oh well.
No.
It's not on Switch.
Even on my I'm good. I don't like that style of game. And then this one, who cares? We don't know any of these people. I think we made funny jokes. We did.
Yeah, I know we picked one, and we also picked a team, but I don't remember.
Didn't we?
Was it Faker? We might have picked Faker.
I think it was a League of Legends guy, so we might have picked Faker.
Yeah, we might have picked Faker.
We go down to the next one, Jared, because I do kind of remember the team. We went with a funny name. Did we go with that?
Did we?
Because it was also League of Legends.
Yeah, maybe it was that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember any.
Yeah, I feel these names, like the nicknames, aren't the same.
Yeah, Swanson too.
No idea.
I swear, Danny Swanson. I feel like I would have voted for him only because of Jake and been like, "That's Jake's cousin."
Yeah.
But
yeah, I don't know. I feel these are different coaches.
Yeah, who knows?
I know. I feel like
because I feel that for sure would have like stuck out. Like I feel you would have said some.
The best picture. He looked cool in his picture. He had like a clipboard.
Yeah, we definitely we picked
like
for those ones, Nick. We definitely picked funny stuff for sure. And then the last one.
Yeah. We picked Evo because we
picked Evo. We picked Evo. Yeah, totally. And League of Legends Championship won, which I'm not surprised. That's like the biggest. It's funny though that League of Legends Championship wins best event, but then best online game or whatever is fucking Valorant. You would have thought the Valorant Championship would have won that to be full circle of Valorant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was the Game Awards. I know Sadu's just like, dude, these dudes. I don't care. That was fun. That's fun, Nick.
Yeah.
I like going over the Game Awards. I thought it was interesting.
I thought it was interesting because I thought it was such an interesting year for games where there were so many good games, but they were not. My games were not the ones that won, and that's like I don't care. I'm not.
Tears of the Kingdom got robbed. Real quick.
Yeah,
I saw something online that said 80% of the Game Awards was video games showing commercials that hadn't been released yet, and only 20% was actual games awards.
Exactly. Someone crunched the numbers, and it's basically just a giant ad now.
Well, and listen to this too, Nick D. Nintendo had zero ads. So Nintendo losing all of those awards, does that have anything to do with the fact that, I don't know, they didn't give any money for advertisement?
Well, you know what I think it is too? I think they, like this is, I'm shooting from the hip. I don't know anything. gaming industry. I don't pretend to, but it's like, so you can see the like where the results are throughout the whole voting process, right? So I could almost see them looking at the like being like who, and then being like, oh, we're not gonna win, then we're not gonna waste money on that. You know what I mean? Like I could like I wonder if that plays into it at all. I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
I wonder.
All right, Sadu's off to bed. BK's here, but he doesn't know what we're talking about.
Have a good night, bro.
Well,
what's up, BK?
Peace out.
What Sadu? We're past the Game Awards though. That's a weird comment. All right, bye, Sadu. See you later, Sadu. And BK, we're done with that. We've moved on. We're now at the game show side of the show, and this you're gonna like, BK, because it's movie related. So,
hell yeah.
Jerry, do you want to go Rotten Tomatoes scores, worldwide gross, actors worth?
I figured either Rotten Tomato or IMDb to start.
I think we go IMDb because IMDb is what we already use, right?
Yeah. And I also had the 2 movies I at least had heard of.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't see either of these.
I'm gonna go less.
This is the.
We're doing ratings or box office. I forget.
It's ratings.
Ratings
By IMDb score.
I'm gonna assume All of the Wild wins.
Really? Okay.
No, I'm pretty sure this movie got panned.
Oh, what? Okay.
Wow, it did not get panned, but
still
lower. Wow, I thought that was going to be like in the 3s or 2s. I didn't realize that did better. Because isn't that like a CGI dog?
I think so.
What's the one that has I'm pretty sure that's a CGI dog.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're right.
Lego Movie, higher for sure.
Yeah, that's the first one. That's not the sequel. It's the first one. Yeah, I'd assume higher. Barely. I would assume more. But this also probably has.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I'm going to point out,
also,
dogs.
Yeah.
That a movie that's bigger in name is going to have more people reviewing it than a movie that has. Do you know what I mean? Because it's also.
The longer a movie's been out too, the more just negative it's going to accrue, just because people are haters.
I'd still say,
and IMDb reviews are full of haters.
I'm still going to go higher on this one, but yeah, I'm just saying for future reference.
Yeah.
And then, like the other thing, it all depends on what year they take this data from.
Less?
Saw.
Even though it's the original.
I can see it going either way. Yeah, I can see it going either way. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a horror movie. Okay. Cool.
For sure less.
I would assume for sure less because this.
Yeah, this is the third one. Yeah. Wow, still higher than I would have thought. Dang.
This is obviously
higher than I would have thought.
This is obviously more.
Yeah. Do we think it's going to be the highest so far, though? I think we got an 8 at one point. 9.
Less.
Lower. Yeah.
Less. Yeah.
Good. I like it. I'm glad it's up there. I've never heard of this.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
BK, go quick.
Yeah,
BK. I'm gonna say lower.
Stanley Kubrick, Ryan O'Neal, Marissa Berenson.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna go less, but I'll give BK another like.
We need the clock noise.
Seconds. Oh yeah. We don't have a clock noise. There we go.
Cricket.
Time's up. What is it?
Hell yeah.
He doesn't know. All
right.
The air horn's so good.
Wow, the same.
Wow.
John Carter was
the same.
I saw this. I think we saw this in theaters. It was a flopper field, if I'm not mistaken, right?
It was, yeah. It was.
It was cool.
It was the dude from True Detective season 2.
True Detective. Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
No, but I saw that there was one. I'm actually gonna pull that.
It looks badass, dude. I'm excited.
I'm gonna watch that.
Who's in it? Is it a big cast again?
Jodie Foster.
Jodie Foster's the main lead. She's the lead.
Okay.
And then I think it's I think it's like they got like local looking Alaskan folk to play the other roles, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it's her and some like a cast that we haven't seen before.
Nice.
Does it look like it's gonna be supernatural at all again? Wow.
Yeah, it looked.
I think so. I feel
I'm
he's
excited.
kind of learned that. I feel he's learned that's like people like that occult aspect. It doesn't maybe it doesn't have to be super super crazy, but I think I don't know. I was not into the Vince Vaughn one.
I didn't finish it. Never finished it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I love
I don't know.
Yeah.
That first season was so strong, and the other ones just to me, neither of the other ones hit.
The third one was fine. It just felt like if the third one were the second season, I think it would have done better instead of being the third one and kind of being like, oh, people were not happy with the second one, so you went back and did the first one again. Like, let's do 3 timelines, blah blah blah. Eiffel Taxi Driver is going to be higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not seen the trailer though.
Less
for season 4.
Yeah,
less. It's got to be less.
Really? I don't know. This one was a big one though.
I feel like it's less of the same. Like it's
8.2 is kind of high. It's going to be like 8 or 7, 6.5.
Okay.
Because it's controversial. Like it was a big deal, but it was kind of controversial.
Yeah, it wasn't like popular, I guess. In that way.
I have no idea what this one is.
I've never heard of this one. And I don't know if BK's in the chat with. We're probably too fast.
BK's there, but like I think he's just. Oh no, he's gone.
The first wrong one
on the boat.
11 though.
On the boat.
Silver medal.
That was like an
not
8.
bad.
That was like rated an 8 or something. So do we want to try the Rotten Tomatoes one? Should we go to a different?
Wait, let's go. Let's go gross or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I'm down.
Cost would be interesting, but that's
worldwide gross.
Yeah, worldwide gross. I think when it comes to older movies, it's got to be more.
You think?
There's no way Captain
Marvel
got
wait.
million?
Oh, so
yeah, there's no way Captain Marvel got 500 million.
Wait, how the fuck? It didn't make no 500 million in 1980, so they're going from all time. Then less.
No, they're counting for inflation.
Oh, they're counting. It's still. Yeah. See, I don't.
That's real. See, I didn't know the rules. Okay, counting for. It's like
right.
Okay.
Wait, go. Yeah, start that over. Start that over. Nick, I think it was more. Yeah, it was huge. Yeah. That's why I was like, I don't know, Nick.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Yeah, because it was the first lead female superhero film for Marvel. Wonder Woman had come out before it, but Marvel hadn't done one yet.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with.
Never heard of Spotlight.
Spotlight was a big deal. Spotlight was up for Oscars and stuff. I'm gonna go with.
I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna go with less, because it was like an Oscar-y movie. Yeah. More. Even though that movie sucked.
This is the first one? Yeah.
I hope. That came out, if I'm not mistaken, that came out around the holidays, right? 1917. And I think
you watched it in January of this year. That was one of the first things reviewed in 2023.
Because I watched it on the plane or something when I was going to Tennessee or something.
Yeah.
Something.
It was like week 1 of January or week 2. This was one of the first things we reviewed.
I like this movie. I would say more, but an action film that gets kids into the theater, I don't know. I'd say more, but I might be wrong. Shit, dude. All right, so we're sucking at this one.
This one's harder.
Less.
Watch, this is like not that cool. What even movie? Oh, 2012. Okay.
I never even saw that.
Do you remember?
I think it's less.
Was it 8?
Oh no, it's more equal. It's more equal because it's like again, like Spider-Man's gonna get kids to see it. Wait, so this is Tom. No, this is
Andrew Garfield.
Guy. Yeah, I did not mean to click on that. That's not. No.
That's not indicative of our.
Yeah.
Less. We already did that. We already saw that one. It's less.
Okay.
More?
It had to do. Yeah, it had to do better than. Yeah, exactly.
More. That's the okay. Now, Nick, that's the original Spider-Man. Yeah.
Okay.
More.
I'm gonna say more. Yeah, I'm gonna say more.
Dude,
wow.
What? I mean, Inception was a big fucking deal, dude. Inception was a big fucking deal.
Here you go, Nick.
I love that movie. That might be my favorite X-Men film of all time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is 100 million?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It could be 100.
Less.
Get Out.
Yeah. Really?
Probably less, but that's a great movie.
It's a great movie, but less.
That's a great movie.
It's it's a great movie. Less. More. Because we already seen it.
Saw that it was more, right?
Yeah, it's 7 something. More. It's kind of showing us a lot. Like it wants us to get further into it. You know, they're like, you idiots, you guys suck. Yeah. Get further in, and we'll give you other movies.
I'm gonna say less. I feel horror movies are hard at box office.
Yeah, because like a certain demographic of people, like older people, aren't going to go, and children can't go. So you only have this middle-age group.
Yeah.
1940 though. Remember, like.
Oh yeah. Although there wasn't really shit out there.
Yeah, so I still think more.
Yeah, I'm gonna say more. Yeah, like there wasn't anything out. More.
Really? Yeah, by a lot. Because he's building off the hype too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now see where I feel this is gonna be less.
Yeah.
I feel this didn't do great.
But this is like a Spielberg joint, right? Or who did this?
No, Frank Darabont.
Oh my God! Really? Don't fucking question Shawshank and Jerry, bro.
I'm pretty sure it's Frank Darabont. We'll look, but again, I feel this was one that like didn't do great in theater, regardless of who directed. I feel this became a hit on TV.
Okay.
I can believe it. Wow, good call.
This was a big deal. The Revenant was a big deal in theater. I saw it. I liked. You know what's funny? I liked it in theater. Never watched it again. I would too, but I never watched it again.
Yeah.
No way, less. It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Especially the original.
Yeah.
More.
More. Yeah.
More.
More.
Because it was the first time what's her name came back. That was her return.
More.
If I'm not mistaken, that was her return film.
More.
Right?
I was gonna say wasn't that the first billion?
Less. Ooh. Less? Because wasn't that a flop?
This is like a funny, and isn't this like a funny little, like, I didn't think that's not like a blockbuster.
This Friday the 13th was actually pretty fucking good. I just want to say that real quick.
Yeah.
The 2009 Friday the 13th was good. It was good, dude.
I feel it could have done more than 100 mil.
Yeah. Because it's like horror movies are kind of big at this time. Like,
and he was a big character. But I don't know. It might be less.
If any of them, and like with that number, it's like that's the only reason I would think. Should we go with less just to be safe because it's horror?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done.
More.
Good instinct. Yeah, for sure.
Horror seems to not do like fucking like the numbers we think it's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more critically acclaimed rather than financially more. Yeah, for sure.
Barely though, and that's the last movie. That's the third one. Crazy.
Same thing with this one. I bet this is more just because of Disney. Or was this Disney?
Yeah, it's Disney.
Yeah, I feel like
Johnny Depp, Disney. Yeah, Johnny Depp. Yeah.
We're saying more.
Yeah.
Oh. 19, bro. All right, let's switch it up. Want to do video games?
Yeah.
Nick, this is where we're really like, looking at you for answers here, doggy. Although these categories, no, I don't.
Any of those games.
Yeah, no, that was.
That's weird.
That's the Google search.
Fortnite higher or lower?
Well, yeah, we'll go to that next, obviously.
Which
higher?
Best selling. Which one do you think was?
Oh, it wasn't called Modern Warfare. Wasn't Modern Warfare?
It's 4. It's Warfare. I thought it was.
I don't.
But
Grand Theft Auto.
GTA 4.
Yeah.
I would have to say GTA 4.
Yeah, you'd think it was Grand Theft Auto for sure. I'll be surprised. Fuck! See, I don't call it.
Look, a rock. I enjoy this.
This is back to how it used to be. because the one we used to play had the like weird GIF at the end and then an advertisement. Yeah. Play again.
Oh yeah.
Not yeah.
Yeah, we got a. Oh my god.
I remember this.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, here we go.
Isn't this a free game? So is this just money they make in a year? Because it's like, do you pay for PUBG?
Wait, was Ruby was that the games that came out after Yellow? Like the first non Ash story was these ones? Because I'm going Pokemon. It's got to be fucking Pokemon.
Yeah, because I just don't understand. Isn't the other one a free
What?
game? So they're talking because that's like battle pass money then. So okay, so we're kind of learning how the games are played. It's like the PUBG makes sense if you're counting battle passes. It's like, all right, yeah, they've got a bunch of players. I'm gonna say Red Dead because same thing. Red Dead 2 has online, so I'm like, oh, like I'm sure Rockstar made a shit ton of money.
I don't think this is going by money. This is like
played
units sold.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's units.
Okay.
Oh.
FIFA for sure.
FIFA, FIFA for sure.
Yeah, FIFA's like a phenomenon.
No, because it depends on the year. It depends on the year. I was gonna say, it depends on the year. FIFA's those games are hard because it switches up every year. You know what I mean? Like,
because they keep repackaging the same game, so people are like, I'm not gonna buy it until it changes.
Over the lifetime of Pac-Man, it's got to be Pac-Man.
Yeah,
it has to be. That still seems even low for Pac-Man.
Yeah. And then now I'd say, well, it's Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt has been on multiple platforms, though, right? Like,
okay, yeah.
Count, or are we?
It says NES. It says NES.
Okay.
But
before Pac-Man multiple.
But before we do anything here, that was like the game for the NES for that and Mario, right? Like
exactly. Like yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I'm like, I almost think I would go Duck Hunt because people don't buy Pac-Man arcade. You know what I mean? People,
but I don't think 42 million people. Like, I don't think there were that many
had NESs. Yeah,
again, it's like it's specifically saying NES.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Pac-Man.
I think it's probably
if you own an arcade, you might buy 2 Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Arcades. You're not gonna buy 2. Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we got to look at the multiplayer thing. All right, it's got to be Borderlands too. If it says multiplayer, like multi-platform, it's got to go towards really.
A million less. Dang, we only got 2.
Dude, we suck at video games.
Well, I still think we're kind of like this one's a little harder. You know what I mean? Nice. That sound is appropriate.
Witcher.
I'm gonna say The Witcher. Witcher.
Yeah. Okay.
By a lot.
I'm gonna say
that's crazy because they both are made by the same studio.
And they're both their last 2 games. Yeah.
It's got to be Witcher, right? Because Cyberpunk was a complete flop revealed.
And didn't they remaster The Witcher 2? So it's like it's got a remaster. So, but although Cyberpunk was a cultural phenomenon, you know what I mean? Like,
I thought that was a drum roll. My bad.
I'm gonna say Cyberpunk purely because I'm team Cyberpunk. You know what I mean, Jerry? You're a Witcher guy, so it makes sense that you want to say Witcher. Tubes.
I would have went Witcher because Cyberpunk had a big. Yeah. All right, now Super Mario World, and they're saying multi-platform, so that's counting it when it was on the Wii. Jerry, and we bought it. You know what I'm saying? Like how we bought it on the Wii.
Probably Wii, probably Wii U. So I'm gonna say Mario.
Yeah, I'd feel confident in Mario.
By not a million.
Yeah,
I'm still
now, okay. Mario, yeah, because it's only on Game Boy Color. Dude.
Oh my God.
Fucking Elon Musk.
Where'd the
you go up? I saw video games. Wait, so there's multiple. Like, scroll down. Did you click on Fortnite?
I did. Yeah.
Click on Fortnite. Let's fucking do it. Let's send a Fortnite one. We play this all the time. We should be able to get this right.
Oh, okay. So guess which one costs more V-Bucks?
Okay.
And data
Okay.
is from this year,
Okay.
from August.
Okay.
Character. The outfit. There's no way a glider costs more than
Yeah.
the outfit. Now, remember those prices, boys, because those are what matters.
Yeah.
Character always more than a glider.
Yeah, I'm still saying character.
But that's like,
You gotta be
damn it,
fucking
I knew
kidding
it.
me. Really?
I was gonna say that's like that, like the Aztec
Yeah, that
skeletal
was one of the
guy that, like,
was for
you
the
know,
Midas
they
stuff when we first started playing.
yeah, like that they sell as a bundle and separately and blah blah. You know, it's
Really?
just like, ah.
And there's lower costing characters than other characters too, because that character can go up to 25.
Deadpool.
Even.
Okay.
Because it's a bundle.
Ray.
Yeah, I said the
bundle, yeah.
bundle too. The word bundle.
Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other one's the other one's a Fortnite one, so you'd assume it's less. Yeah, because it's designed by them. It doesn't have an IP. I would assume the bundle.
Yeah. Same.
No Way Home.
Oh,
Yeah.
but No Way Home is probably 1,000.
Same.
Okay, same. Well, actually, I think the Bats one. Because I could see that thing being like 200, you know, or
Yeah,
500.
Or
like
500.
you use a bat. Yeah.
Oh my
What?
god! Ow!
Ludicrous.
I didn't even click that. My mouse is
Dang.
hovering. That's
The
hilarious.
AI is listening.
Dang.
Your Adobe Photoshop AI is for sure Batman. For sure, Batman. Also, you had to buy like comics to get that one, right? Like that one cost way more.
It did
than that.
originally, then they switched it. It's gotta be Batman still.
Yeah.
But close. That's fucking.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
That's wild.
I'm gonna say the glider. I don't think that's a 2,000 character.
I don't know.
Maybe it's 1,500, but I don't think that.
I don't recognize that character. I wish you told us what.
Yeah,
I wish it said what season it was from.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the glider. I don't think that's a 2,000. I really don't.
I'll go with Nick. Nick, great call. Marshmallow bundle.
Marshmallow for sure.
Less. I thought it would be 25.
Says bundle.
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 Yeah.
Bundles are hard. Okay.
I'm still gonna say bundles. I'll say
Bundle-
like,
do they
it's like
do 12?
18.
Or 2,
Do
yeah.
they do 1,200? Yeah, I don't know if they do $1,200 bundles.
Yeah,
Okay.
200. I've never seen that outfit. That's crazy looking.
Yeah.
It's still the bundle, right?
I would
It says
assume.
Probably.
outfits.
Yeah, I would say the bundle.
It's gonna be 25. Oh, 14. Never seen that one. That one's creepy.
Mm-mm.
I'll
say Leela. I bet she's 1,500.
At least.
Or the same. There's no way Leela.
Because 1,500 is about the going rate for one skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boba Fett. It's gotta be Boba Fett.
Lebo.
Oh my god. I would assume that one.
The same.
I click on this. Click on that one.
On the Spire card though.
Yeah.
Because like if a Marvel thing is 800, then this is probably 800 or more. So we should probably click on that. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Because that's
I
Gambit.
did
Ghostbuster for sure. Just because it's a property.
And yeah.
I'm kind of mind blown by some of these. I'm like, whoa. Like I haven't seen them and bundles still, right? Although that's like I think hard to come by one right there. Bundle.
Grant Gustin.
Bundle, right?
Grant Gustin.
Some of these are easy because it's just like obvious.
I'm gonna say a character.
Sloan for a G. 12, okay. Goku.
Big Goku.
I didn't realize they made Goku black.
Yeah.
I just thought they had
think
Goku.
he was the second one.
Laser beam bundle.
Laser beam.
Yeah.
Wow, barely.
Yeah. Shout out Laser Beam. Shout out Australia.
Laser Beam still.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 19. Here we go. Bundle. It's got to be. It's a weird price. Never seen that one. Bundle.
Yeah.
Bundle.
What?
What?
At
Sometimes
20?
Backpass will get you. Crazy.
Dang. That was wild.
Okay. Did they? Don't they have a? They have a. Wait. Go. Okay. Roblox, GTA Online, League of Legends. Stupid video game. Those are all dumb. Those are all dumb. Okay. Go back, Jerry. What else we got? Celebrity, Cheergraph, video games, Roblox, Rich, YouTube. Let's click on YouTube one time. We're streaming on YouTube. YouTubers video views. Mr. Beast video views. Interesting. That's okay. Go to YouTuber. Fuck it. I think I let's see. Guess which YouTuber has the higher number of subscribers on the April 2023. Okay. Okay. Sidemen. That's what's his name that owns Prime with I still say Sidemen. That's what's KS1 or whatever. What's his name that owns Prime with Logan Paul?
I don't know his name, but I know what you're talking about.
I'm going with Mini whatever. Yeah. Because I've never heard of the other person. Ollie G or Ollie A. That's a Fortnite dude. He has a skin in the game. Unbox Therapy. See, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, boys. I'm gonna go Ali A just because he's Fortnite dude and see if we're right. I barely got that one. Sniper Wolf, 100%. Although she sucks. Sniper.
Yeah, it seems like
it's
people
Sniper
are always
Wolf.
mad at her.
Yeah, because she's just a stealer. She doesn't do nothing.
I don't know anything about her.
She's a React channel, and people get really upset because she crops out the watermarks of the person that stuff she's stealing, and sometimes she just like smiles and plays a video, and you're like, dude, what? Like you didn't even say anything.
Is that a Metal Gear Solid reference? Is Sniper Wolf a Metal Gear reference?
Is it?
Yeah. I'll give her points for that.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And then she doxed that dude like a couple months ago. She's out of pocket. I don't know either of these guys. I'm gonna go with the 23.1 only because that seems kind of high.
Yeah.
Fuck. Let me get one more shot at that, Cherry. One more shot, and then I'm over it. That was interesting. It's also crazy because you hear these names and you're like, they have that many follows? I've never heard of that guy. That's crazy.
Exactly.
Like, you think 100%. With that many follows, I would have had like the slightest idea of who he was or what they did.
Because at least for Sniper Wolf, like again, like I don't know either.
That's a secondary channel though, just to point out. But
Sidemen React. Oh,
Sidemen Reacts. I'm still gonna go with Sidemen because they're so popular. They're English. No,
I think he means Boom's the boss.
I don't even know what to say about that. That was hard because it's their secondary channel, but they're so popular. But unboxing videos, like I don't know, like I would have figured that faded away by now. T-Series, because they're like one of the biggest. Yeah, that one was easy because they're like huge. We already saw that. Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be okay. Casey was massive at one point, but I think Sniper Wolf has got to be bigger at this point. Yeah, I mean, shout out to Casey, but that's just the way it goes, right? Never heard of these people. Yeah, Jer. Have you ran into Casey at all in New York? Have you seen him out on the streets filming one of his videos?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
I'm gonna go with
I'm gonna say
nah.
I feel like Ellen's gotta have.
Nah, because it's her YouTube channel. It's not her television channel, right?
But I
But
feel
she doesn't
like
have a TV show anymore, you know?
Yeah, she can do
All right,
clips of
go
the
with Ellen.
show,
Let's
and
go with Ellen.
yeah, like, I feel like Ellen's gotta have it.
Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I didn't even know she was didn't we already look? It's Ellen, right? On this one, wasn't he 20 something?
Yeah, I don't think
or 8.
there's no way
Okay,
this
yeah.
guy's deep talent. Yeah. I have no idea
Dude.
who either of these are.
Jerry, great call, Jerry.
Like you said, this just seems like a high number.
That seems like a high number. That's kind of like this one's a little bit of like that seems hard to beat. Didn't we see they had more than that?
Yeah.
They were in the 10 range. Okay, I've never heard of them either. I'm gonna go with
Markiplier for sure.
Really?
Markiplier's huge. Usually, I don't know. I thought he was
34. Huge. Yeah, massive. Mr. Beast 2. Now this is his live channel that he barely ever uses. I'm going Mr. Beast. Yeah, because he's so massive that he still stomps this guy out. Wow. All right. Fuck that. That pisses me off.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Christmas
won that one.
No, the other one. All right, that's fine. We'll do Christmas movies next. No, we can do. All right. I'm kind of intrigued by Christmas searches though, right? Like that's what the fuck. Wait, what was the judging on this? Yeah.
Are we doing score? Oh, IMDb.
Oh, IMDb Christmas movies. So it's just by IMDb score, right? Which has the IMDb rating. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
In December 2022.
That's with Xavier, right? So
yeah.
I'm gonna go with Xavier. Yeah. I like Christmas with the Krunks though. That's a great movie. Nick D's favorite. Nick D.
Do you think this has got an 8 though? Like I would say Scrooged, but I'm like I don't know. Like, do we think it's gonna beat a 7.5?
It didn't. That's the same movie too. Just to point out, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. That's a good point.
That was two movies that are identical against each other.
Yeah. For sure, Christmas Carol, just because I don't know the other one.
Yep.
Close.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
What we're hearing, Prancer. I don't even remember ever seeing that on any list.
I'm aware of that movie, but I've never seen that.
Dude, this is a great way to hear other movies. A Big Fat Family Christmas. I never heard of this. I'm gonna go with the other one though.
I almost want to go with Big Fat Family Christmas because I feel like My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Wow. Point one.
Oh man, Billy Madison's giving us the thumbs down. Oh, Jarek, did you order your ham yet for you and Karina? Okay.
Elf for sure.
No. Read what it says though. That's not Elf.
good call.
They fucked up the images. It's got to be that though, anyways. That's the Jim Carrey one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they have the Elf image, which is weird.
That's the metagame. You have to pay.
Okay, and that's Santa Claus 94. Oh wow, that's just a weird poster. I'm going with Santa Claus 94. Really?
Wow.
That was
again. Everyone on IMDb haters.
I feel it's too old in that sense where I feel that's a movie where now if somebody watches it, they're probably just like, that was dumb, and then they downvote it.
Yeah.
Die Hard.
I'm gonna say Die Hard
for sure. I think any Die Hard beat the Santa Claus.
Well, the third Santa Claus movie sucked.
Yeah, I can't believe Die Hard's got a 6.2. Get the fuck out of here.
Four Christmases. I just watched it the other night. It is a fantastic Christmas film. But I don't know, man.
I bet it does. Die Hard getting a 6.2 that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Four Christmases is gonna have a 7.1. Wow.
I was gonna say, dude, it's a lot of dick and fart kind of humor that, like, I don't know how people are gonna.
They always go a little too fast.
For sure, Ham. For sure.
So based on global monthly searches in December of last year. So December last year.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure, trees.
Yeah.
I didn't want. Okay,
What?
I was gonna point this out to you, dudes. Christmas trees, you kind of know by like you already know the locations because you drive home, or you go to the grocery store.
That's a
Versus
good meta. That's a
the
good meta.
sweater, you're not gonna necessarily know.
Yeah.
For calling birds,
I don't get the calling birds thing. So
I'm going
National
Christmas vacation. Yeah.
National Lampoons.
But it like the 3 turtle doves, is one of them calling birds?
I don't know.
Chris Tingle? I don't even know.
I'm going National Lampoons.
What is that picture?
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
What is Chris Tingle? Yeah.
Because I've never heard of that. I want to. Now I'm gonna Google Chris Tingle.
Yeah.
Santa Claus is coming to town. Great song. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Candles for sure.
I mean,
I don't think you're just Googling candles. Like, you're not just Googling candles.
I mean, during the holidays, is candles a big thing during the holidays? I didn't know that.
I mean, people, if you're just gonna buy a candle,
but it's during the month. It's during the month of December. So are people ordering candles for loved ones? Would be what Nick D's almost hinting at, versus people Googling that song. I still think it might be the song. But then again, there's a lot of people.
Let's do the song. Let's do the song. Because you're right. It's almost 1 billion people. Or no, it's
no, but see, yeah,
people.
I don't know. Nick was right because that's a big purchase for your mom or a girlfriend. Might be a candle, as corny as that sounds, right? Let's do that again. Also, that one's the most fucking interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I wrong to say this is the most interesting one we've done?
Like, no, because it actually makes me like think. Like, yeah, like this one is not just like my opinion.
I'm gonna go
Snowflake.
Okay.
You're going reindeer? You're going reindeer?
Yeah, no, snowflake us. Holy cow!
Dead even. I mean,
now people are making people are doing cheese boards for their holiday parties. Could that weigh in heavy, or are they just going to the local store and getting cheese? Because you're not ordering cheese online, are you? Cheese is something you buy in the grocery store.
That's a good point. But what about those baskets? You know what I mean? Like if you're gonna send like, oh, I'm gonna send like my coworker a basket or something, you know, like Jerry, I don't know. I still want to say snowflake.
Jerry, you're a man that goes out to parties and things and has friends. What do you think? Okay, there he goes. Do you not go to a lot of events with cheese boards?
No, I don't.
Cupid's like a B tier reindeer. You know what I mean? Like there's so many reindeers before you get to Cupid. On Dasher, on Dancer, on Cupid. Oh, I guess he's 4. Rudolph, Dasher, Dancer, Cupid. So I'm gonna say, well, I'm still gonna say Cupid, but again, he's not at the front of the line.
I have no clue.
Cheese beat him out.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Fucking Elon Musk, you piece of shit. Get out of here.
I wouldn't have recognized that. Like, that's crazy. It blocks just enough for his face for me. Like, I didn't realize that was Elon.
It also says Tesla in the bottom corner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sleigh?
I want to say sleigh because, like, oh, well, no, because maybe sledding is what I was thinking. Yeah. I was like, you don't go sledding.
Love Actually is that big of a fucking movie? Like, really?
I think, yeah, people putting it on to watch it.
Really? I didn't like it.
Holiday viewing.
I haven't seen it. Gluing is what is gluing?
I don't know what that is. That's crazy. That looks like some New York shit, huh, Jer? Xmas, right?
No, looks like German. If I had to guess.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what that is.
I'm gonna look it up. Gluing.
People just type in the word snow on Google though. Like, really? That's a thing?
Oh, Gluing is a spiced wine.
From New York?
Just says
it's probably German. Oh, I think your mic cut out, Tubes.
Yeah, we can't hear you. I'm looking up Chris Tingle while you're doing that.
Yeah, people just type in snow. Tangerine.
Snow for sure.
How does it do that?
Tangerine's more of a summer.
You're
yeah,
back.
you're back.
Yeah, I know I'm back, but like I don't know why it's weirdly doing that. That's so weird.
Dude, so listen to what a Chris Tingle is. It's a candle in an orange representing the light of the world, which is typically decorated with a red ribbon and sweets or dried fruit. It has been a feature of Moravian churches across the United Kingdom. And so it's an orange with a candle stuck in it, and then you take toothpicks and you put candy or dried fruit on it. It looks really weird. It looks like a Plumbus from Rick and Morty. Geese a laying, because that's a lyric. Are tangerines Christmas fruits though? Like, when was tangerine season? I would guess is in summer.
I'm learning more and more about
literally
Christmas.
Just read off a thing about like using orange peels.
Oranges.
Oh, that's a good point.
Which could be tangerines, because in that image they looked small.
Yeah.
All right, one more and we're calling it a night, and we're ending the fucking show immediately. I'm learning a lot. I'm gonna be honest. There's some stuff in this that I'm like, I didn't know that was even Christmas themed.
I just looked it up. It's a Christmas fruit because its season is in winter. Like, yeah, it's a winter citrus. Like, that's why it's a Christmas fruit.
Ranger.
Yeah. Oh, that for sure. For sure. This is going to be like 4 billion. Half the world loves this song.
Yeah. That's like what's kept her career going. It's got to.
Yeah. I'm still going Mariah.
I'm going with the theory that you buy a reef already existing at a store. Yeah. Like, you're not Googling it necessarily.
Yeah. I'm going to say wallpaper, because people run out of wallpaper. You don't run out of reef. You know, like you have your old one.
Well, it's wallpaper, not wrapping paper, which is weird.
Oh,
do you notice that?
You guys, Christmas. That's got to be a miss.
Yeah, that's got to be. It's got to be. It's got to be wrapping paper, and they effed up.
Yeah.
Right, Jared? What do you think?
Thanks, Elon. ChatGPT.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a thing. If it's like people mean wrapping paper, but they
hold on. Let me just see Christmas wall. This is cheating. But
well, what's funny is that Nick's giving them the results for next year by Googling certain ones.
Yeah. So
exactly.
when you type in
Christmas
wallpaper, it shows you stuff for desktop, like that kind of wallpaper.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's got to be wallpaper. The lyrics has not. The lyrics is the lyrics are not panning out. We've learned that.
Yeah.
Bubble and squeak.
I want it, whatever it is. I'm looking what this is. Bubble.
I'm gonna say that because we know those lyrics aren't popular.
Yeah, the lyrics suck.
Ebenezer.
It's a British dish made from potatoes, cabbage mixed together and then fried.
I'm going Ebenezer. Did my mic cut out?
I'm
still there. All right.
No. You're still there. Wow. Okay. Was not Ebenezer.
Because you know what it is? They Google Scrooge instead of Ebenezer. I'll bet you anything.
Good. That's a good point.
But I only know that because I saw the number. You know what I mean? I was with you on it. Wrong. No. I would have guessed that too.
Wrong.
I like that, the higher lower with
different shit.
Yeah, the different categories.
It's fun. Higher lower is fun, and it's good stream. Although no one stuck around. BK tuned out, didn't even say goodbye. Thanks, BK. We'll tell.
BK.
No, he's gone. Don't say hi to him, Nick. Fuck him. We'll tell him tomorrow. All right. Well, that's the show, guys. We went for 2.5 hours tonight. We gave you an extra long show, mainly because we got stuck playing those games, and it's kind of fun. I kind of enjoy the games.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the DelaWeezie's hyped us up, and we were ready for some content.
Totally. Well, we will be back next week, and we will be talking, so everyone knows, Godzilla, because me and Nick are seeing Godzilla tomorrow night.
Yeah, Jared, if you can see Godzilla, that'd be dope.
It's killing the box office.
I'm gonna start
it's the Japanese one, Jared. It's not the American Godzilla, and that's the reason we're partially going. Is that this Japanese one is supposed to be badass. It's doing.
We should see the Kong Island one though too. We should see both.
I've seen those. but I watched them.
But there's a new one though, right? There's one
on Apple TV. No, it's Apple TV. It's a TV series.
No, but I thought there was another movie where they team up.
It's coming. It hasn't come. The TV series is called
Monarch Project.
Monarch Project, and it's leading to the next movie. And that's the American Godzilla with Kurt Russell, and then there is the Japanese one, which is the one we're going to see tomorrow, which is supposed to be badass as hell. So we will talk about that next week. I don't think it's going to be something that you could even spoil. I think it's just Godzilla knocking over buildings. It's going to be more of a visual thing.
Spoiler alert, he fucks shit up.
Yeah.
I mean?
That's the movie. Yeah, I think that's the movie. But I think it's, like I was telling Nick, I think it's going to be more of a visual thing, so I want to see it in theaters.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be talking about that. Thanks for tuning in. BK Kinda, Sadu, Bedtime.
Sadu, as always. Thank you
so much. D-Train, where are you?
D-Train,
we told him to watch Timberlink review, and we have not seen him since.
He's like, they're talking.
We held our side of the deal.
He stopped watching because we were talking too much directly at him, and he'd had enough. He's like, I can't watch you guys talk at me. He's like, I'm done.
Bullying him and stuff and watching.
And we haven't had a Fats pop up in a couple weeks here. I'm gonna call that one out too. I'll have to make fun of him tomorrow when I see him.
I feel he popped in. Did he pop in last week?
No, last week he was in Vegas.
No, he was in Vegas.
Yeah, so he hasn't been here in a few weeks. Because I always take note when he pops up and says whatever he says. So
the like welcome to the chat or whatever.
But we'll be back next week, and we got a bunch of fun shows lined up for everyone in the near future. Until then, have a great night, everybody. See you later.